Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Anzoro. Welcome back to Free Fire World Series Fall Edition. It is absolutely insane to be back. Again, it has been quite some time, and I'm genuinely ready to see what the teams have in store for today. It is going to be... Zoro, how do you feel about the games that are coming up today?
Oh boy, I'm really excited about the matches that we're gonna be getting today. That much is for sure. I believe today is gonna be Group A versus B, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, indeed, it is.
The really exciting part for me is that we have a lot of new faces here, man. Teams like Elite Hunters, Necro Venoms. These are big and really how do I say this, bold names that these guys have put up for us. So I believe they're definitely gonna be walking the walk because their name definitely talks a lot, man. I'm really excited to see what these teams have for us. And am I allowed to glaze PDX just like last season?
Not yet. We still have 6 games to go.
Well,
But we are in today. Let's take a look at everyone. But before we start that, do not forget to go to Shop2Game to get your diamonds. As always, it is Garena's official top-up website. You don't need to give anyone your login details. You don't need to buy from a middleman. Just go to Shop2Game with your ID and get your diamonds with a 10% bonus. That sounds like a good deal to me. You should check it out too. Taking a look at the format for today's games. It is the knockout stage yet again. 144 teams came in for the play-ins, and they cut down to phase 2, 48 teams. Now we are down to 17 teams, 16 teams, and one wild card to go into the knockouts. Then just out of 17, 12 will make it to the finals in a week. Basically. Let's look at what we see for the prize pool this time, because again, it's the fall season. It is definitely going to be bigger and better than it was during the spring season. The prize pool is a whopping $10,000, with the champions going home with 3,500 USD. 2,000 will be going to second place. In third place, we have 1,200. Fourth to sixth place will be with $700. 7 to 9 will be with $300. 10 to 12 will be with $100 each. So every team that makes it to the finals will be getting a cut of the 10,000 prize pool. The point system will go as follows. The point system is the regular Garena point system, but the tiebreaker rules have been updated. In an event that two teams have the same number of points, we look at a team with the most booyahs. If somehow they match, we look at the total eliminations. If somehow, some way they still match, then we look at rank score, and the rank score system is explained as follows. Whichever team had better placement throughout the whole day is the team that wins. Not the whole tournament, but that specific day. What team is going to fall? Are we going to see the rank score be used in the tournament today, or what is going to go on? Let's take a look at the skills that the players are allowed to use in the matchups for today. The unique active skill is still very active in the tournament. As always, each player has to use a different skill, as Garena has given us a number of characters, so feel free to mix and match, as no two players can use the same active skill. So what kind of dynamics are we going to see? Are we going to see rush comps? Are we going to see more defensive comps? What will the players be able to do with the amount of skills they have available? Look at the groups that will be competing. Today is Group A vs B. Let's take a look at all the players in these groups. Actually, we're going to see Group A, B, and C, but let's take a look at the general grouping for the tournament. It is the knockout stages again, and we are seeing, like Zoro said earlier, a bunch of new teams, a bunch of old teams, and a bunch of renamed teams. Like Nea NJ is Nemjogo renamed, but we're still seeing a lot of new teams like Elite Hunters and Luminosity and Dead Points as well. Today's going to be Group A and B, so let's take a look at the teams competing today. Teams competing today will be Paradox Gaming, our winners of the spring season. A new contender, Luminosity. Dead Points coming in as well. Syndicate will be returning. Berserk Generation is coming in hot as well. Top rated. Elite Hunters is a new team as well. Stars Esports, Crimson Myth, Necro Venoms, Neonem Jogo, and Vent Esports. We are seeing a mix of new teams, old teams, and renamed teams. What do they have to offer us in the fall season?
That's definitely the question, man. Which team is gonna blow our minds like Paradox did in the spring edition, man? I think Luminosity is definitely going to give us a run for our money, man. I feel like this team has the players to this. But hey, feel free to prove me wrong, man, once the games actually started. But once again, big shout out to Paradox Gaming, man. Becoming the first African team to actually make their way into the EWC is really, really impressive.
Yeah, the game schedule is game 1 on Bermuda. Then we head up to the deserts of Kalahari, back to the futuristic city of Nextera, then back to the Midlands of Purgatory, up to the super futuristic of Solara for the 5th map, and the 6th map will be a random decision. Maybe Bermuda, maybe Kalahari. I can't wait to see. But Zoro, I need you to give me, besides Paradox, I need you to give me your favorite team to watch today. Besides Paradox.
I can't lie, it has to be Berserk Generation, man. It just has to be, bro. Berserk Generation has dominated their entire locality, bro. All the local tournaments happening, Berserk Generation always comes out on top. At this point, they're the #1 team in Nigeria. Yeah. We do have Vents, we do have Solo Flare, who is in Group C, I believe. But right now, the stats don't lie, man. The games that they've actually played don't lie. The tournament results don't lie, man. Berserk Generation is a big dog, and they really should be fair. Even though for the age restriction, I believe they have a very deadly man on the bench. But hey, it happens. But with the players that they still have, they're still able to make their way into the knockout stage time after time. That's something that has to be said, man. And seeing Crimson meet here again, it definitely brings joy to my heart, man. New NJ2 is also here. So a lot of the old teams, man. But you know, it's just gonna be FFWS, man. It's gonna be the best of the best, going head to head as usual. And do not forget, you have to get your diamonds from shop to game, and you just have to. No middleman, no shady log sharing, nothing like that, man. It's all you, all your account, literally being secured by Garena itself, man. What else do you want? And you know the best part, it's even cheaper than buying from one random vendor that you saw on your WhatsApp channel. So what are you waiting for, ladies and gentlemen? Cop your diamonds from shop to game. And you know, which team is your favorite? You've heard from me. My favorite, apart from PDX, to just win this entire thing, right? Oh no, don't let me go that far. My favorite to actually come out on top today. Don't let me set myself up. My favorite to actually maybe come out on top today, apart from Paradox, has to be Berserk Generation. But I want to know who your own favorites, apart from PDX, would be.
Honestly, after looking at the brief that we were provided, obviously, to prepare for the casting, I do want to look at Luminosity, because not just because of the stats they have very solid stats, but their name is goated. They have 90% of esports is your name. Please.
Definitely.
As a caster, I'd like to say a really cool name. So just given that fact, I do want to see Luminosity do a really good job today. It is going to be rather interesting, as we will be heading on to the first map very shortly. But of all the teams coming in, if I'm ranking based off of just the vibes they're giving off, Luminosity has the best name to me. Dead Point. This is excluding Paradox, by the way, because Paradox is already our reigning champion. They're defending right now. So yeah. Luminosity, Dead Point, and Necro Venoms, they have the best looking logos and usernames for me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think a lot of work went into the graphics designing of these teams' logos. Actually, I can't lie to you. And as Dino has mentioned, Luminosity's name is definitely really beautiful, man. I hope they're able to actually light up the entire lobby. Dino, you see what I did there? You see what I did there?
I see. Okay. But just guys, do remember that this is our second FFWS. Yes, we are thankful to Garena for bringing it back again, because you guys show up. So it's not just us, the casters or the teams, it's you guys that are watching as well. We can't do this without you guys. So share the stream and get more people to watch it, because Garena,
let's get our numbers up, baby.
Exactly. Bigger prize pool, more consistent streams. Who can say no to that?
Who can actually?
Just like Zora said, there's not one team that has a young player. We do have to have an age restriction, because stay in school, kids. You play esports after.
Actually, man. But apart from that, though, we do have a lot of beautiful players in here, man. We have Cracked, man, one of the leading mans for Berserk Generation, man. The man has over 20 eliminations in the previous phases, man. And allow me to talk to you about Neya named Jogo. We saw that really switch up their name right there, you know, moving from name Jogo to Neya NJ. I'm about to witness a reborn Zeno. I'm about to see a team actually. Like, this is gonna be a reborn story, man. I think a lot of thought definitely has to have gone into them changing their names, and apart from that, they also managed to win the entirety of their lobby in the previous phases, man. They had 3 Boyers plus. They were ranked on top of their leaderboard. What else do you have to hear for you to know that name Jogo, or should I say Neya NJ, means business, man? And also, as you know, as mentioned, man, Luminosity do have the cards to actually really show you guys that you guys have been missing out on a lot of actions coming in from them, and they have to. I feel like a lot of these new teams coming in here, they have to make us miss the fact that we have never watched them before. Do you get what I'm saying, Zeno?
I do understand, but you also have to realize that it's going to be an upward hill battle for them, as they are not just fight teams. They're regular scene. Like you said earlier, that BG has been running the local scene in Nigeria, just dominating every local tournament you've seen them in. They are now competing internationally yet again. A lot of the teams we're seeing in this finals were here in the spring, and we know just Paradox came out on top to go represent African region in
which was crazy, by the way.
That was actually insane. But will another team be able to dethrone the Paradox squad, or will they be getting eliminated? For the new teams, please give us a show. It's all about the performance. You don't really need to win. You need to make a name for yourself. The fact you've made it here, remember when we looked at the schedule, we saw 144 teams register. You are officially in the top 17. You might not make it to next week, but you always know that in the fall season, you were in top 17. So please give us a show. Don't worry about 1,000, 2,000 people watching you. Just worry about the game. And me probably going to say he got one tap, because I have no favorites. No favorites. Everyone can get it.
Definitely was. I think you're trying to tense up these players a little bit more. But if you're a new team,
that's the thing.
No.
That's our job. We make them feel something.
I'm
not just here to tell you, oh my God, he's so good. You need to feel that he's so good. You get me?
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. This is professional level, man. And if you're a new team. Yeah, this is the biggest league actually in the entirety of Africa when it comes to esports, and when Garena is actually involved, man. And if you're a new team, you're just making your way here. You're officially in the, should I say, big leagues, because there's the EWC. Where
you are in the big leagues.
Yeah, you're actually in the big leagues, but hey, you have nothing to be afraid of apart from Paradox players like Sneaky and Windy won't tap you. But apart from that, there's nothing for you to be afraid of, man. You worked so hard to get here. You deserve to be here. Show the fans that you are exactly who they think you are, man, for sure, man. And it should be over to their captains now, their coaches now, and every member of their team now, just working together head to head in order to get the results they desire. And I think teams like Syndicates actually do have a lot of work to do in their communication, because there's a match of theirs that I've actually seen not too long ago. They sort of sacrificed one player and just allowed Luminosity, just take that guy. And I was like, what's going on here in Cape Town, man? I saw 3 niggas. No, they were like 3 in the entire squad at that particular point in time. And then 2 people just genuinely abandoned that guy. Like, bro, we have to leave you, man. I can't lie, bro. You have to hold down the fort for us, and Luminosity has to take that elimination. I think that's one of the reasons why Zeno is really happy to see Luminosity here, because trust me, Luminosity will bring the fire early on, mid game, and at the end of the game, man. Trust me, they know their stuff and they're most definitely packing. They are gonna give Paradox a run for them. No, am I speaking too soon? But I don't want to be clipped, bro.
It looks like we might just be glazing Luminosity a bit too much. That's just because we got to see some VOD reviews and analyze how each team plays. So we do know what to expect, sort of know what to expect from these players when they verse against each other. Luminosity versus Vent will be a rather interesting fight for me. Honestly, I want to see Berserk Generation versus Vent, because Vent for years used to be the top Nigerian team, and then now Berserk Generation is running their pockets. Ball Taker is now taking. What's going on?
All the prize pool money. How do I tell you?
Oh my days.
It's
But
really
we
crazy.
should be heading to the first game very soon. Very, very shortly. The players are ready. I'm ready. I know you're ready too. You're probably tired of hearing me, yeah. But listen, you have like 2 more hours of hearing my voice. So get comfortable, get popcorn, share the stream specifically, then go to Shop to Game. Because on Shop to Game, you can
Start
get
spending
diamonds
that
at a
money.
cheaper rate with a 10% bonus on your purchases. It is absolutely the best thing Garena has done for the diamond spenders community. I see you guys. I see you guys. Mr. Spend 5K diamonds on the first day of the event. I see you guys. But you can now do that even more at the Shop to Game website as you get a 10% bonus. So that 5K diamonds now is 5,500. 10K, 11K. But if you're spending 10K diamonds, slide me like 1K inside. You got me?
I think there's something we have to visit, Zeno. The fact that PDX actually made it to the EWC, but ended, I believe, 10th, which is no easy task, believe me. This I'm not saying this to shade them, but the fact that they made it to that the grandest stage of all in the esports community when it comes to Free Fire, and they managed to end up as 10th. What does that say about them, Zeno?
It says that they are a new team because let's get this clear. Paradox Gaming, we do know that what they can do, but on the grand stage, they are bots. People,
Easy,
I know there's
easy,
someone in the chat that's
easy,
gonna.
easy.
Listen. There's someone in the chat that's gonna say, "Oh, Xeno's being mean. Xeno doesn't care about Paradox." No, I'm telling you the facts. The teams they are going up against, it's not their first rodeo. They've been competing. This is our first time. If they won, I would have been the proudest. They
Can't
lost,
lie.
and I'm not disappointed. I'm very proud of them for even getting that far. Because ending up 10th, not even bottom place, no means that you're better than two teams that came there that have been there multiple times. They are
That's
still the
insane,
GOATs.
can't lie.
But we're heading straight to Bermuda for the first map for the day. What
Let's
team
get
is going to come out on top? I can't wait to see what is going on.
Let's get into it. I believe all the teams are actually here today. Everybody is set up in their character skills. All players will be wearing the generic outfit as usual, and I think it's going to be really, really interesting to have a look at this new team's landing spots, man. That's definitely going to be something we have to watch out for, man. We also want to take a quick look, a long look actually at their rotation styles, man. We want to see the teams that they will be clashing off against frequently, man. We're definitely really, really interested to find out how that goes. 12 squads in this, 40 players alive. PDX is here, then Jogo is here, Crimson Meat is here, Berserk Jan, Stars Esports, TR, some of that top rated is here, Venti Sports is here, Necro Venoms are here. I feel like, as Zeno has mentioned, man, a lot of these new teams' names are definitely really, really beautiful. But speaking of what is beautiful, we've got a quick battle over here wait, what am I saying? We have a quick battle over here at Catalyst.
Dead points will come out on top as they take 2 from Berserk Generation for first blood in this game. Will Berserk Gen be able to match the pace, or will they have to back up like crazy? Crack is already out. They seem to be sacrificing, maybe sacrificing one, but they do get that revive off very quickly though. That is a very insane revive. Dead points are doing their best to chase Berserk Gen. What is going on exactly, actually? Because Berserk Gen now have the mill to themselves. Catalystiwa is going to be a tough rotation to make from the Dead Point squad. If Dead Point overcommits, they might just lose this because the mill always has really good weapons. Berserk Gen now have like AoE on them, but will he be able to do anything with it? He has LOS. Can he do anything? Berserk Gen do not have a master plan. They are not grouped up, and Dead Point is capitalizing off that fact. They keep applying pressure and keep forcing the Berserk Gen to play a solo game. That is a very interesting start that we have yet to see. But unfortunate Paradox will be taking one to the knees. My goodness, they will send 2 down though, and they do not even lose that single player. These are your reigning champions still asserting their dominance. What do you think about that?
Bro, seeing PDX dominate early on in this game, it sort of brings joy to my heart, man. It tells us that they are still exactly who they think they are, man. And I feel like them doing it against one of the newer teams in this definitely means a lot also. And now we're going to be getting a very, very intense battle over here at Sentosa.
Sentosa Crimson Wick will be going down. Unfortunate for him. Deku has to go try and make it to All Might to get that power up, but it's not looking good for him. Stars Esports will lose Roko and Shuhu on his knees as well. Naonem Jogo will come out on top as Walcott is now sitting with 3 eliminations to himself. Nemjogo have always been a strong team, and they seem to carry that even onto the rebrand. Does the rebrand bring more fire, or are they going to bring more tactics to the game? Nemjogo has been known to be a very aggressive skill. You can't go pound for pound with them. The only way to beat Nemjogo is to outplay them. Does the rebrand mean they have fixed the outplay problem, or are we going to see play a different name?
That's definitely a very, very interesting question you are asking right here. But I think at the end of the day, man, Nemjogo is still Nemjogo, man. They are still using pretty much the same players. I think Aaron is the only new player we're seeing here, man. We are used to seeing Walker dominate. We're used to seeing all the other players dominate. And speaking of domination, what a beautiful headshot coming in from Sneaky right there, man. PDX Gaming might be bringing the heat over here to Luminosity.
Unfortunate that was Vent that lost a player there. Habib was on his knees and put on his knees again by Sneaky. That is really absolutely phenomenal coming in from Paradox Gaming. Sneaky seems to be taking a lot of damage from the side. What is going on? Vent Esports are trying to get their get back, but Supreme is a solo. Does he realize that he is facing off against Paradox, or will he be getting eliminated? It is not looking good for him as they are pushing him from multiple sides. We are seeing an evolved Paradox. The bots that went out are now back even better. That's why I called them bots earlier, actually, because they had to learn. They had to learn. You're on the big stage. You still put up a good fight, but you are learning, and we are seeing exactly that. Usually we see PDX go for a straight push, but Percent Gen will be having 1, 2, 3 on their knees. NVS with 2 eliminations on the board. Somehow Berserk Gen have been playing a game of Revive Simulator this whole game. Unfortunate for them, but they need to find a way to step up. Because earlier you said they were the best team in Nigeria, and this is not speaking good for them. But it is the first day. They still need time to acclimatize to the scene and the intensity of the players that they are now going up against in today's game. Who do you think to get a better position as we are now heading towards the second zone for today's game?
Let me get you straight. You're trying to ask who you think is gonna come out on top of this, right?
Yeah.
That's definitely really interesting, but I cannot lie, man. History does not lie, man. PDX might be that team once again, as they were the team that to win the FFWS Spring Edition. And over here again, few minutes into the game, just 5 minutes in, man, we see them get really, really close to hitting double-digit eliminations, man. That shows us that this team is just getting started, man. They are not even at their peak yet. By the time they compete in multiple FFWSs, they are gonna be a force to reckon with, man, in even the global stage, man. And I think that's exactly what they are hoping to show the fans. And allow me to say that it was really, really interesting to see what happened there between Berserk Generation and the new esports team when it comes to FFWS, the Necro Venoms, man. That was really, really interesting, man. We just witnessed what the old teams how they stand against the newcomers, man. That's really interesting, man. It shows us that these newcomers are not just newcomers, man. They are bringing the heat, man. They have been playing the game for as long as the old comers, if I'm allowed to say that. So they definitely do know what they are doing, man, and they will be looking to apply more and more pressures. 2 teams that have been sent back to the lobby now. We see Dead Points getting sent back to the lobby. Luminosity and Crimson Meat have all been sent back to the lobby. That definitely speaks volume, man. Dead Points becomes the first new team to actually get wiped out in the FFWS World Series Africa Fall Edition.
In the fall, we are seeing Paradox be the first team to go double digits in game 1, as they will send Luminosity and Dead Point back to the lobby. Wow. They are showing this difference in skill gap like crazy. And honestly, it is phenomenal to witness, because most teams don't really see the difference between them and teams that keep competing back to back. That's why I said PDX were bought earlier, because they are going against teams that are competing back to back. Yes, they are dominating now, but against those teams, they still are green. They still need to learn. But now they're showing the Dead Point and Luminosity that they also have a lot to learn for pushing up against a team like PDX. Dead Point, during the Dead Point elimination, they had a full squad wipe. Dead Point did not try to anchor, they did not try to back out. they just went all in, commit. It's good, but you need to be sure you're able to diff the squad that you're committing to. And Paradox did show them why they were better. With Luminosity, they just severely outplayed and just picked them off one by one. Top Rated are now sitting with 3 eliminations on the board. Can they get more? Can they get better? It's the second zone pushing towards the third. A quarter of the lobby has been eliminated. It is 9 teams and 36 players left to go. Zoro, who comes out on top of Peak?
I believe we have Naya and Jogo here. We've got Venti Sport also here, and we have Top Rated, man. I think Top Rated have to find a way to overcome this little bit of advantage if they want to have any hopes of coming out on top in this Peak battle. But from the looks of things, my name Jogo are taking all of the spoils, eliminating all of the squads, and they don't seem to be slowing down anytime soon, man. Aaron showing us why he does belong in this team, man. What a play coming in from Walcott, though. It is a bit it's more of the experienced players when it comes to near them. Jogo, man. Walcott was here the last FFWS, I believe, and the man is definitely dominating, man. He's having the time of his life right now. 10 eliminations, man. That's got to be the highest amount of eliminations from a single player in the first game that we've had today, man. That's just got to be the case, man. And now we see PDX in a confrontation against another squad.
Nexus Venoms will have 1, 2, maybe 3 on their knees as Paradox Gaming are not slowing down. Offline might be about to go offline for the Nexus Venoms. Unfortunately, he is heavily backpedaling, trying to keep his team in the game, but the whole PDX squad are chasing him down. They are hunting this man. Stars, they see this, but they do not want to take shots. Sometimes you just need to go for the third party. He's invisible, but will be getting caught by the sniper. Unfortunate for him. Offline is doing his best to go in. Stars are finally joining the conversation. Going for a gatekeep with the zone is a smart play, but they are too far away from the PDX squad for it to actually be a viable play. Unlucky for them. If they had pushed in a bit earlier, they might have caught PDX in a bad spot, because you do want to try your best to get a gatekeep on. That is a team you know will beat you in a close 4v4. You try to play the advantage. You try to play zone. You try to force the advantage. When you saw them pushing Nexus Venoms, they should have pushed in and got in that space, but they've still applied consistent pressure on the Paradox squad. Will Stars be able to pick up eliminations on the PDX squad, or will PDX be getting another squad wipe? We've seen PDX send 2 teams back to the lobby already. What is a third? Looking at Nemjogo, you do remember in the Spring Edition that Nemjogo was a team that almost qualified for the EWC as well. If it wasn't PDX, it was going to be Nemjogo or Amigos as well. And I believe Amigos did a rebrand as well. LedX will be going down, rather unfortunate. PDX will lose 1, they will lose 2. They might have to leave LedX behind, because sometimes you just don't need to be a hero. You need to go in, play your life so you can bring him back. It's who is alive that can bring his teammates back to the game. Windy is back in as Sneaky gets in, gets a building, and gets his teammate back in. Stars are picking up eliminations, up to 6 on the board. It is looking very, very nice for them. Walcott is running 10 eliminations on the board. Zoro, what do you have to say about this phenomenal player?
This phenomenal player, as you've mentioned, Walcott is a force to be reckoned with, man. He's in double-digit elimination as a player in the FFWS. Definitely means a lot, man. He tells everyone that you are actually one of the best rushers in the entire continent. Now we see Syndicate suffer a bit over here against Project Generation, man. Liam trying to lead the press now. Will be receiving shots coming in from the side. Goes in with a throw gun. Needs time to quickly reload. Frag, who is their main fragger, trying to support from behind with the sniper, man. Will be connecting a shot against Vic from Syndicate, man. He's got to be really, really careful here, man. Wilson suffering tons of damage coming in from the opponent. Now his teammate will be getting eliminated, and it does not look good for Syndicate. Naya and Jogo are trying to run the entire lobby right now alongside PDX, and finally they overcome PDX, man. They overthrow them with 17 eliminations. PDX with 14 eliminations, man. These 2 teams are definitely livening up the entire party right now. The NM Jogo just trying to press the Project Generation players, and really it's all systems go now as we get closer and closer to that final save zone of the first map of the day.
Unfortunate for Berserk Gen, they are down to a single player. It's not a great start for them, but just like we always say, it's not about how you start, but all about how you finish. Finishing might be a problem as they are now going up against them Jogo, and them Jogo are starting off strong. They are matching PDX pound for pound in elimination. Sorry, Wildcard is matching PDX pound for pound.
That's crazy, man. A single player doing that is definitely impressive.
Bro, he's absolutely phenomenal. He's coming in with the 5 because the team that wins the fall edition will be going on to Thailand to compete in the FFWS Global. Who is going to come out on top is very, very important. Wildcard is showing his stride. There might be an MVP to show who the best player for the day is. So he is throwing his hat in. We're not just looking at the best team, but the best player as well. Elite Hunters will be going out as well. Stars now have to face the mistake of pushing PDX. Nexus Venoms will be getting one down on his knees again. Sneaky will be going down. PDX are all under 200. What is going on? Did PDX overestimate their abilities? Are they playing a bad zone? Because sometimes it's not about being the best player there. They did play a bad zone as they are down to just Denrique. Denrique, the builder man, the last time we saw him, he was stepping on those glue walls. But PDX are now a shadow of themselves with a single player. Nexus Venom's pushing in. Nexus Venom's Denrique is one. Denrique wins that. Denrique wins that, but he will be getting eliminated. NVS goes out. PDX goes out. It is still anyone's game. 17 eliminations, and then Jogo will have 2 hits by the danger zone. Rather unfortunate for them here. Vent Esports, can they capitalize on that, or will they be getting eliminated? Vent Esports have been playing a lot more passive than we're used to seeing them, but 3 eliminations is not a bad start. It is the first game. Still, maybe by the 3rd game, we can start judging them a bit more harshly, but it is still phenomenal to start. 18 eliminations, and them Jogo still have a chance to take the first 20 bomb for the day. Macien is playing his life, trying to play for placement, and that is pretty solid. He's still going in to get some shots and gets a knock, but is not going to be able to get that finish. Virex will be going down. Final 10 in the lobby. Them Jogo are struggling to keep themselves up. Unfortunate for them, they are with 19 eliminations, but a single player. Supreme will be going down. Can them Jogo hit that 20 bomb? Yarin is showing Zoro just exactly why he's on the team, but he will be getting eliminated. It's the top 3 Vet Esports, top rated, and Berserk generation in a 3v3v1. Who comes out on top? All teams are under 10 eliminations each. Funds is taking damage. He mismanaged the Funds, and now he's on his knees. Biggie might be looking very small soon. He's going down as well. Funds will be getting picked up. Rather very solid performance for them here. Hydra pushes in. Did he misplay that? It looks like he might have just misplayed that. He's still alive somehow, but top rated are down to a single player. Viper and Macien. Vent Esports might just be hitting a 10 kill game for their first game for the day. It's a 3v1v1. Macien did his best to play his life. He made it all the way to 3rd place for his team, but now it's Viper versus 3 in a 1v3 situation. Can he clutch? Is he really the top-rated Viper? Hydra pushing in like the snake. He's going in ever so slightly, ever so carefully, and they will be getting eliminated. Vent Esports will take a map 1 victory. With 10 eliminations on the board, Vent Esports are coming out on top of Bermuda.
Wow. Zeno, what did we just witness, man? That game was full of ups and downs. It was really going down there in Bermuda, man. Everybody turned up. Everybody gave it their all, man. We saw them Jogo, or should I say Naya and Jay, gave us 19 eliminations, man. And Yarin, what are you on, bro? Give us some. What was Yarin on, man? Having over 10 eliminations, as I said, alone, bro, not your entire squads, bro. One man. This guy is showing us exactly why them Jogo is happy to have him on that team. And if I was named Jogo, I'm not gonna be selling that man anytime soon, man. And as a player, I would definitely do everything in my power to avoid going up against a player like Aaron. Because imagine what he can do to your squad in a matter of seconds, man. And we saw PDX come in second in that game when it comes to eliminations with 17 eliminations, man. PDX are showing us that they are still the PDX we know. They are still gonna run the lobby, but I don't think they're gonna be too happy with their with their standing in that particular game, and they've gotta do better when it comes to staying alive. I feel like they started losing shall I say, track there, when they were actually on the hill between Pochinok and Peak, man. They've got to be careful when it comes to rotating alongst hills, man. I feel like that's where they actually paid the most price for. And allow me to talk about some of the new teams, bro. Dead Point. That's I believe that's their name, right? Dead Points. Yeah, Dead
Yeah,
Points.
that
They
is.
did give it their all, they sort of, how do I say this, man? It's what they played a more of a high risk, high reward strategy, man, and they paid a hefty price for going with that strategy, man. They attacked early on, they were really aggressive, gave it their all, but they paid a hefty price for that. And Luminosity, come on, after all the hype that Zeno and I, just to give you guys a little bit of that extra kick, that extra confidence boost, so that you guys can know that, okay, we trust that you guys would deliver. And they did not. I can't lie to you, man. That first game was not it. They died. I believe they were part of the first 3 teams to get eliminated, and they
Second team
also
to get
did not have
eliminated.
any eliminations to that name, man. They are not gonna be happy with their results. Hopefully, Hopefully, they're able to cook up a comeback, just like PDX did in FFWS Spring Band. They've gotta just dig deep into their pockets, pull out all of their wild cards, and do everything in their power to have a better result, have a better standing in that next game. And they've got to do so, and they have to do so fast. Don't you agree with me, Zeno?
I do agree. PDX have been reminded that as much as they won, they still had to fight Nemjogo. Nemjogo came in very hot, strikingly hot, red, I might say, with 19 eliminations in the first game. Half of those were sitting with just Walcott. Walcott took the spring loss very, very personal as he's coming into fall and is absolutely running it down. It is
Crazy stuff
phenomenal
coming in
to
from him
see.
for sure. And we should be going straight into the highlights right about now.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. It was quite the first game today.
What a match! What
My
a
goodness,
match!
what a match. What a match. Nemjogo coming in with 19 eliminations off rip in the first game was absolutely phenomenal. Not really expected, but it's exactly what we saw. Taking a look at the leaderboard, Vents will be having the first win for today. Nemjogo will be on top of the leaderboard with 26 points total and 19 eliminations. Paradox will be second place with 23 points, and Vent Esports will be third with 22 points. It's all about your eliminations, ladies and gentlemen, as we are seeing a team that comes in seventh place, sitting with a total of 26 points, as they are getting 19 eliminations on the board. Zoro, what do you think of the teams that are in the second half of the leaderboard?
Oh boy. I believe Luminosity has their work cut out for them, and I can't lie to you, bro. 0 points in total, and they played a match. Bro, that has got us sting. That has got to hurt their ego, man. I feel like they are gonna be going back to that drawing board, bro. They are gonna be rethinking every decision that they're gonna be making in the next game. Trust me. And as you can see on the leaderboard, we sort of grasp more of the effects of having more eliminations than any other team on the leaderboard, man. Look at Naya and Jogo, man. The fact that they have the highest amount of elimination just sort of dictated that they were gonna be top of the leaderboard after that match was played, and that's exactly what we saw, man. 26 points, man. As I like to emphasize on, man, you don't want to come too much. You don't want to rely on that placement points, because trust me, it does not really do that much, man. If you want to be at the top, you need crazy amount of elimination points, and that's exactly what the top three teams do have, man. Are amazing amount of elimination points. We see Paradox with 17 eliminations. They can definitely do more. They are sort of the first team that we've actually witnessed in the FFWS Africa series to have 30 kills in a single game, I believe, bro. So trust me, they are just getting started, man. They have way more cards up their sleeve, and I believe they're just waiting for that perfect moment where they're gonna need it, and then they're just gonna pull out an amazing comeback, just like we saw them do in FFWS Spring, man. This is why it's good for you to be here, man. Assuming you were here Spring, you will definitely catch all of these references, man. What a game we saw from PDX in that Spring, man. I feel like there was a moment here when me and Zeno were all about how they were fumbling. They are not showing us the Paradox we know, and then 30 kills in a single game. Crazy score, trust me. So I believe that just get
with Denrick.
Yeah, Derrick, man. Derrick is that man.
That was when they made the super sub to Denrick, and he was playing build a block in the final zone. Everyone is they're all struggling inside the glue wall. He's on top of the glue wall.
Crazy,
that was
man.
absolutely phenomenal. That is what got Paradox squad to the EWC, and we are still proud of them. They have come back better than what we saw before. I'm proud of the boys. I'm proud of homies. Windy, I still remember when you used to snipe me on stream that time, but it's fine. It's fine. Now I'm saying Windy, and I'm
sure
happy.
It's fine? Are you sure?
Are you
sure it's fine?
I'm going to download FF again. Then we get back into rank, and I have to get my get back on Windy.
Oh boy, but I believe I've got one advice for the teams that are in the top three right now. Those are the teams that are really close to Paradox right now. You have to hold them now. If you give them the chance, they are gonna use you to rack up points, bro. They are gonna use you to secure that top one spot that they love to be. So you've got to do everything in their power to catch them. So it's sort of a question of catch them if you can now, bro. You have to do everything in your power to make sure that gap between you and them does not increase. Because if it does, it's just gonna keep getting wider and wider. And trust me, man, PDX loves increasing the gap between them and other squads, just like we saw in the previous season, man. So that's pretty much my advice for the other squads, man. Do you have any advice for the other squads, Zeno?
For the new teams, do your best. For the old teams, grief PDX. Because PDX is a team that responds very well to pressure. Actually, don't grieve PDX. PDX is a team that responds very well to pressure. So if you guys push them, you're feeding them points.
I don't think that's too true. Don't get me wrong. They can hold their own. Don't get me wrong.
Wait. One thing I've noticed PDX does that other teams don't do is they have an anchor. An anchor is not someone that's supposed to be in the fight all the time. This is not a sniper. Don't confuse the two. An anchor can be a rusher. But when you realize we are going to lose this fight, he's gone. His job is to keep the team alive. PDX does that so well. Yeah. Exactly, with that big dino suit. He is sneaky with a you're seeing a dinosaur running around the map. So
Yeah.
Sneaky will still be in there. But when it's time to leave, he leaves to get his team back in. And now we'll be leaving to Kalahari as the second map is about to be underway. To the deserts we go, to the most interesting map for me on Free Fire, Kalahari.
Welcome to the home of real estate agent. Oh, but jokes apart, man, the teams really do love the infrastructure that has been provided for them by Garena, man. There's tons of building for you to just sort of set up camp and just start dominating any squad you see moving away, sneaky. And as you know, the question that we've been asking before, can PDX handle their pressure or not? Zeno says yes. I'm saying in some situations they can do better. So I believe we're going to be getting our answer in this matchup for sure, man. Lots of these teams will be looking to apply pressure on them. Speaking of pressure, PDX bringing the heat.
PDX going up against Stars, and they look to have Denrique on his knees, but the Stars are feeling it now as they are burning maybe a bit too hot. Down to the last man, it seems. Unfortunate for him, he will be getting knocked. PDX will have Sneaky and Denrique on his knees, but Denrique will be getting eliminated. They tried to avoid that. PDX are playing a game of denial. They are trying to deny the enemy team as even a single elimination. You can see how Windy was struggling to get back up there just to make sure Denrique doesn't die. So so Stars don't get a single point off of them. And that is what we love to see. Like I said earlier, PDX can handle the pressure. Remember, they went to the global stage and they placed 10th. While I said they were bots, that shows that they can handle the pressure. The stage does not matter. They will still show up. If they get outplayed, that's an issue. But the only issue that PDX has as a team is they overestimate some fights. We saw them get eliminated for 6th position last game. They did not need to force that fight. They forced that fight. Yes, they won. They got the eliminations, but they got eliminated. Yes, get your eliminations, but you still need to play for the placement, especially when you have high eliminations, because that will genuinely boost you a lot. Luminosity is once again on the back pedal as they are down to a single player. Rather unfortunate for them, but it's just how the cookie crumbles in today's games. Berserk Gen are your kill leaders in this match. Crimson Myth are playing very slow against the Syndicate. It is an open field, so there is only one way to get to the Syndicate, unless we have them flanking somehow. But the danger zone will come in. It is not looking great as Wick goes down to Luminosity. They will be catching him up. It looks like they listened to Zoro when Zoro said Luminosity need to step up, and they picked one off from the Crimson Myth. Because Crimson Myth, they were not expecting to see Luminosity there. Luminosity literally just respawned and picked up the first elimination for the day. Can they get better? They were serving us donuts last time, but now they get one. Is it going to be the end, or will they pick up even more? Zoro, what are your takes on this fight?
This fight is definitely a really one to watch out for, man. We see PDX sneaky here with his double sniper just doing tons of damage against the entirety of the Elite Esports team, and now will be going in with that flash grenade, and it's gonna be really happy about that, man. 2 eliminations straight up to him. And now you were talking about something not too long ago, man. You mentioned the fact that PDF loves to hold those eliminations, not just for themselves, but they also love to prevent other squads from grabbing eliminations, man. And that's exactly what we saw them do over there at Shrine, man. They did everything in their power to make sure that the opposing squad does not grab any elimination that will just trigger elimination points for them. And I think that's stuff you learn when you get to the professional stages, man. It's not just about you yourself getting an elimination, it's also about you preventing other squads from just having the time of their life, which is by grabbing eliminations, man. You are also preventing them from grabbing eliminations whilst you are holding all the eliminations in the entire lobby, and they're definitely gonna be making great usage of that, man. And we see Berserk Generation dominate that battle, man, as cracked once again with that double sniper combination, grabbing those eliminations, man. Time after time, the man shows us exactly why he is the main fragger for Berserk Generation. You know, I was earlier when I was talking about how Berserk Generation is now the top dog in Nigeria, and then a roaring response came in from Vent Esports as they grabbed that booyah in that first game. That was definitely something I did not see coming, man. So I feel like Berserk Gen definitely has to step up so that they can retain their title as the top dog in Nigeria, unless they have plans of letting it go for Vent Esports team. And we should be getting a battle over here at Shrines.
We are in the council hall actually, as we see Luminosity going up against Top Rated. We saw them go down earlier by one player, but they somehow managed to put Top Rated on the back pedal. Funds is dangerously low. Is he mismanaging yet again? The Viper is getting hunted. We have a Snake Charmsman on the Luminosity team. And I'm just realizing Aaron is now playing for Luminosity. That's why I love the esports scene. Players move around. The players move. You move to where you get better. And the dinosaur, Fear the Dinosaur, is waiting. He's stalking Deku. His teammates are pushing him out. They're just herding Deku out to go to the hands of Sneaky, but he doesn't go out. Deku stays in. Go beyond. Plus, it looks like Deku will be going down, but he put up quite the fight there as he had two PDX players on their knees. He had them shook. Those men were not ready for that. And we're coming straight in to see Vent Esports get his helmet obliterated. Unfortunately, Supreme, he will be going down. Nem, Jogo, are they the ones getting active yet again? It looks like they might just be the ones getting active on Vent. Vent Esports coming off a win. Can they maintain the same momentum, or will they be getting eliminated? They do have two players back in. That is a solid revive. We are seeing them play an anchor role, but that might just be a mispositioning because we didn't see the full team together. Sometimes it's just a happy coincidence. Funds, unfortunately, will be getting eliminated, but he sticks a quick revive. Top Rated are still down to a single player despite getting a revive off. Offline is down by Nemjogo, actually. Vent is coming back in. They are trying to dominate Nemjogo, but Nemjogo are applying the pressure. They're responding very, very well. But Habib shows them, I'm better. Yarin might just be the last one standing, and Habib sends them back to the lobby. That is absolutely insane from Vent Esports. Vent Esports coming off that win are maintaining the momentum from the last game. Getting even more eliminations this time. They're up to 8 eliminations on the board. Zoro, did you see that coming?
I did not, but I feel like there's a big issue here for Nea and Jogo, bro. What was our awareness, man? It was like the players were not even aware of who was shooting them, where the shots were coming from, man. Habib was just having the time of his life. It was pretty much free kills for the madman. He was right behind them, and they just failed to identify the threats before it became too late, man. And what a stealthy, sneaky move coming in from Habib, man. But Nea and Jogo, for a team of your caliber, you have got to do more when it comes to that awareness, man. But kudos, big ups to Vent Esports team, as once again they kickstart the party. And what a party we are having here, man. What a lobby in the second matchup, bro. Kalahari really has been fight after fight, man. Eliminations after eliminations, and that's exactly what we're getting here against PDX, man. PDX versus Stars Esports.
PDX versus Stars. Actually, we're looking at PDX, and they seem to be responding to Nemjogo from the last game. Nemjogo had 19 eliminations, PDX up to 14, and they have no contenders in this match. No one is even double digits, and PDX is about to go double digits twice. That is absolutely phenomenal performance.
Impressive stuff.
From PDX. We are seeing a very evolved PDX squad, and honestly, I love it. Casters don't have bias, but genuinely, I want the PDX team to go to Thailand to compete again, so I can see how they've evolved on the global stage. It is genuinely phenomenal gameplay coming in from these guys. Nexus Venom will be sitting with 3 eliminations. It is better than what they did last game, but can they place better? They are a newer team, so it's going to be rather difficult for them to get those placements in, especially going up against teams that are not just seasoned players, but they are very, very difficult contenders to go up against. Is the Nexus Venom squad going to be able to rise to the occasion, or will they be getting eliminated?
That is definitely the question, man. I feel like for a lot of these new teams, man, I feel like the best thing they can do for themselves is just get themselves eye on that leaderboard, man. They have to make it to the finals. That's number one. And then they also have to rank well in the finals, just to create a sort of awareness for themselves, man. Because a lot of the teams that we know from Spring are now teams that are well known. You know, they have sponsors and all that coming in for them. So for the new teams, you don't have to get too greedy, although we always appreciate that little bit of hunger from the squads, man. That hunger to be number one, we always appreciate it. But if you can just play a bit, not too safe, but just show everybody that you're a team to watch out for. That would definitely be an approach to go for. And what a battle we are having here between Berserk Generation and Venti Sport Team. Berserk Generation do seem to have the height advantage, and they're just waiting for Venti Sport Team to let go of their current real estate. Once they eventually do that, I feel like Berserk Generation will actually have an opening to work with. Speaking of opening, the shop to game shop is actually open 247, which means you can purchase your diamonds anytime, any day, man. So why don't you head there, man? No shady middleman involved, nothing, just you, your logs, and your MasterCard or bank transfer if you would like to. So head down to the website, purchase some diamonds, and spin that draw. We see PDX might be looking to engage Berserk Generation over here at Catalyst, man, over here at Kalahari, I mean, and allow me to say, Zeno, Kalahari really has not disappointed on any mark. Do you agree with me, Zeno?
I do. Kalahari is the best map, especially with the addition of the grappling hook to the weapon pool for this map specifically. It allows a lot of creative plays. We are seeing PDX go up against Berserk Generation. Will the BG squad be able to get the win in this fight, or will they be getting eliminated? They have been holding on to this squad for quite some time, so we do expect to see... Oh, lucky for Wimby, he will be getting put down by a third party. A third party is arriving, and they are doing work on the... Unfortunate for PDX. Sneaky is on his knees as well, but they will respond by getting Virus on his knees. Vet Esports are going in, but they played that very, very wrong. They got spotted and they overcommitted. They will lose one. They now have to back out. But Hydra is still going in. Sometimes you just need to stop the third party. When you get spotted, when you get broken, you stop the third party, you regroup and re-engage. There's no shame in re-engaging. Hydra might be going down as well. Boom. And he will be going down because he refused to go for the reposition early enough. But Berserk Generation still managed to stay alive as they were able to keep PDX off their platform. It is going to be rather difficult for the Berserk Generation squad as every team and their grandmas are coming to this spot. It's a family meeting. Dead Points will have Slow on his knees getting eliminated. Unlucky for him there. Berserk Gen are putting pressure on the Crimson Myth and doing their best to hold off Paradox as well, which is quite the impressive feat, as Paradox is not a team that is known to let go whenever you tell them to. They will apply pressure, they will go in, and you know they apply pressure because they can handle said pressure. Crack will be going down. Who sent him on his knees? We have yet to see. Vent Esports have their full team back, but they are still playing a revive game, a reposition game now. They need to find their way in the zone and before trying to re-engage. It's going to be rather difficult, but Stars will be having two men on their knees. The zone is not in their favor. The two men get picked up, but they need to get in the zone. The zone is getting smaller. The pressure is getting worse. It is the first day, the second game, and the players are proving to be even more aggressive. As a one tap from offline, he puts that man helmet out of commission. Brother peeked out the window and got sent on his knees. That is very scary, especially at this stage. 12 minutes into the game, it is 18 and 32 players. Paradox is still uncontested on the leaderboard with 15 eliminations. No other team has made it double digits just yet. Crimson Myth are making a very risky play, walking straight into the danger zone. Berserk Generation now have to live with the fact that they are holding onto this very, very beautiful platform and tug out the danger zone. But the danger zone is doing damage on the whole squad. One missed shot and the full team gets eliminated to the danger zone, which will be rather unfortunate for them. But it's just the way the game goes. Zoro, do you think the Stars are going to be able to make this rotation, or do they get eliminated by NVS?
It does not look good, Zeno. It does not look good. They don't have the saves on their side, and trust me, Crimson Meat are not gonna let them go out without putting up a fight, man. What a play coming in from Zoom though. Yeah, she definitely went all zoom with that vehicle. Trust me, man. That was a really, really interesting approach from that. A very, very smart call coming in from her though. But allow me to hype up this game and let man. This is the beauty of esports, man. Everybody doing everything in their power to hold out long enough for them to make a mark, man. Dead Point esports team are currently suffering as the the safe zone looks to plunder away against them. It does not look good, man. Necro Venoms are not also having the time of their life right now, man. It's all systems going this entire lobby, man. Scores after squad, elimination after elimination, and the points are just racking up for every single body in this lobby, man. And trust me, even PDX have a run for their money right now, as Syndicate does not look to hold out anytime soon.
17 eliminations on the board for the Paradox squad, and they are doing very, very strong. Vent Esports are down to a single player. Unfortunate for them, Supreme is the last man standing. Dead Point are yet to do anything in this match. Syndicate are down to a single man as well. Vice is in a very tough spot. Berserk Gen managed to lose one. Unlucky for them there, but they are now a 4v3. The zone seems to not be in their favor. Paradox now have the better platform to be at. You remember, just like you never mess with the high ground, as Rio will be going down.
Oh boy, oh boy.
NVS trying to capitalize on that. They will be taking a lot of damage from the Paradox team. It is not looking very nice.
Bye.
Eliminated for 8th position. Unfortunate for them. They had 8th and they placed 8th. That is quite comical for them. DP are doing their best to stay in, but Syndicate down to Ledix as he lands a sudden snipe. And snipe after snipe, Ledix is getting those knocks. The NVS squad are struggling to stay in the game. What is going on? Paradox will be getting shot out by Toby. Wick will be taking shots as well. It is literally anyone's game. 15 minutes into the lobby, it is 6 teams and 19 players left. 50% of the lobby hasn't eliminated. Paradox is having 18 eliminations at this point. It is literally not looking good for them right now, as they are trying. They're constantly going on the revive. They're constantly trying to stay in the fight. 19 eliminations on the board. The zone is getting smaller. The pressure is going to be a lot worse. The last zone is going to be really, really difficult to keep up with as a commentator. But these are the moments we live for.
We live for it.
Chaos. We live for the action. We are now witnessing Crimson be down to a single player. They're down to 2 actually. It is not looking nice. Nox and Rick managed to survive. Rick has been taking a lot of damage, but he still managed to be in the game. Berserk Gen will finally be double digits. Necro Venoms will be going down. Berserk Gen will be getting a lot of eliminations.
Derek!
As PDX got 20 eliminations in this game. 5 teams and 11 players. Berserk Gen trying their best to stay alive. It's not looking like they might be able to, as they are down to a single man. 22 for PDX. Stars will be getting eliminated. It is literally anyone's match. It might just be PDX's match, but DP will be getting sent back to the lobby as well.
Wow.
It is Berserk Gen, Crimson Myth, and Paradox left in the final zone. It is Crimson Myth, Wick, and I didn't see the other guy's name actually, but 24 eliminations in a 48-man lobby is 50% of the eliminations. Paradox are setting the tone. They are reminding these players that they are your reigning champions, your defending champions, and they are putting in the work.
Oh boy.
7 players in this lobby, 4 Paradox players. Nox goes down. It is down to Wick. Is Crimson Myth placing 3rd, or do they play their life? He plays his life well. He gets them Rico on his knees. Can they get the elimination? He gets the elimination. Wick is doing it. Wick will be getting eliminated. Paradox with 26 to take map 2 on Kalahari.
What was that menacing from Paradox Esports team, man? Over 25 eliminations for a single squad in a single matchup. They ran through the entire lobby. Quite literally, man. We are not making this up. You just quite literally witnessed greatness, man. The way they were able to hold their fort in the entirety of that battle that commenced at Refinery was really, really mind-blowing, man. They did not falter to any squad. Syndicate came, they lost. Vets came, they lost. Crimson came, they lost. Every single person that attacked them lost that against them, and that's exactly why they are your reigning champions, man. Even Berserk Generation was unable to stand their hits, man. These guys are emitting some serious fire right now, man. And Derek, oh my god, Derek, the man you are, bro. What was that clutch, Derek? Did you see that, Zeno? This man is a one-man army once he has that M590, bro. There's nobody that is stopping this guy when he has that M590 equipped, and that's exactly why we saw the man jump from container to container, in between walls, dropping 1, 2, 3, almost the entire squad in a matter of seconds. Just 6 bullets was all this man needed to wipe out an entire... I think that's really, really crazy. I don't think we're happy enough, man. This guy can literally dissipate squads that perform on the same level as the best of the best in the entire continent. This is a global player, bro, and that's exactly why. What a play coming in from BDX. Winning, as Zeno has said, over 50% of the entire lobby. They did not share. They do not like to share, and that's exactly why they are always on top, no matter. What a squad!
It was absolutely a phenomenal game coming in from Paradox, as they reminded everyone why they are one above all. They won the spring season, and they are trying to take the fall season as well. Denrique is literally one above all. He's always above. Literally, Denrique, when you're playing against Denrique, just look up. He was probably there. Because we saw him in fall. When we saw Denrique get subbed in, we saw him in the fall just stepping on the glue walls and just picking off players left to right. And now we see him again hopping on containers, picking off players again left to right. Paradox,
like, where does he end?
Very solid squad. I genuinely love the fact that a team like Paradox exists, because they took individual players that are goated in their own way, Sneaky, Snipe, Windy, Denrique, Ledex, and made them even better, because they have this synergy that we don't see many teams have, especially at this level of play. There's always going to be that one player that plays, I'm the best player on the team, but we see PDX move as a unit the whole time. And genuinely, it is cinema. Their gameplay is cinema.
Can I say something? Real quick?
What's going on?
Do you know the craziest part? This is not even them on their best. Like, this is just a regular day for them, man. Trust me, PDX, when they actually get serious with you guys, they are racking up 30 eliminations per lobby. Bro, like, oh, please cut the camera, bro. End the tournament. It's up. Bro,
27 eliminations in a single map is still a very phenomenal feat, but we will be heading straight to the highlight as the teams get ready for the third game for the day. And we are back in, ladies and gentlemen. Map 1, Cinema. Map 2, Absolute then Reek. Absolute then Reek. The players are coming in very hot. And honestly, I don't even want to see Map 3 at this point. I'm scared. As a commentator, I'm scared. The players are just giving us quite the show. Each game is back-to-back chaos. What is going to be Map 3? Zoro, give me your predictions, your take. Oh wait, before that, the leaderboard actually. Zoro.
Okay, coming in first on top, not surprisingly, introducing Paradox Gaming, man. 62 points has been racked up by this squad, and allow me to mention the fact that these players have 44 eliminations in the span of 2 games. Just 2 games, man. They have almost 50 eliminations. That tells us they have been able to almost eliminate the entire lobby in the span of 2 games, and that's really, really impressive, man. Nayan and Jogo coming in second, and I think there's a fact that I mentioned before, man. You don't want to let Paradox Esports team expand the gap between you and them, and that's exactly what Nayan and Jogo and Venti Sport team did, man. They actually gave them room to actually expand their lead, and I think they're gonna regret that big time, bro, because at this point in time, it's all systems go now for Paradox Gaming, bro. They are not going to look back, bro. They are gonna keep running away, bro. I think in the first game here, we saw them with 17 elimination and we were really wild. But then they're like, yo, waiting you think though? We're not done yet, bro. And then the next game, they're like 24 eliminations. Like, oh my god, what's going on? And I believe in the third game they're gonna just wow us once again, man. But kudos to the top 3 teams. Seems like Luminous esports teams do still have their work cut out for them. Crimson is not performing too badly. Berserk generation has gotta bring the heat, man. This is not the Berserk generation we know. Don't get me wrong, they are eliminating, they are finishing not so awfully, but they have to just at least give us a booyah from them, man. At least give us a 20 kill bomb from them, and that will show us that they are actually a team that is ready to compete at the same level as Paradox Esports team. Do you disagree, Zeno?
I do not disagree indeed. It took just one. Can we see the leaderboard one more time? Because my goodness, that is absolute cinema. Sorry, absolute Denrique coming in from the Paradox team. As we see them in one game, almost double the points between them and Nayan and Jogo. Paradox is a team that you do not want to let get this far ahead. And once they start, it's very hard to slow them down. Jogo have a very uphill battle to fight as they are sitting on 34 points. But Vent Esports are doing really good for themselves this time, coming in with 33 points. Those are your top 3 teams. The teams at the bottom 3 still have a lot of work to do, especially a team like Syndicate. If we're looking at it, they yet to pick up a single elimination on the board. They've mostly been focusing on placement points, and that is not going to get them very far, especially in this stage. It is the knockouts. It is the first day of the knockouts. You do not want to get a very, very terrible start because tomorrow you're not gonna play.
Yeah,
and if
definitely.
the team that gave you a gap today gaps another team tomorrow, you're fighting a double uphill battle. You're fighting a hill, then straight to the rivers. You do not want to fight this level of a deficit, basically. But we are coming into the third map for today, to the Midlands of Purgatory, the biggest map in Free Fire history. Can we see Nextera? Okay. We're going to the future city of Nextera. Production is setting me up, low-key. But we are going to the future city of Nextera. What will the teams have in store for us today?
As you've mentioned before, I feel like it's just going to be another absolute Derek. Relax, I'm just joking. I feel like a lot of these teams will definitely be looking to step up. First game, warm up, agreed. Second game, warm up 2. Should you still be warming up by the second game? Oh, okay, what am I to judge? But by the third game,
your first 3 games.
Oh, when you're already halfway through, that's when you're now ready.
When it seems like through, there's no more excuses.
Oh, when it seems like PDX already literally swimming through, bro, that's when you're not ready to lock in. I pity you, bro. It's like reading the night before the exam, man. It's a high risk, high reward strategy, and it does not always work out. The only team that has managed to pull something like that and actually walked away with it was PDX. The night that we, in quotes, told them that they were fumbling, and then all of a sudden they pulled out a 30 kill bomb, the first of its kind ever in the entire FFWS history when it comes to Africa. I don't think a lot of these teams have that power. Consistency might just be the key for them, and they need to rack up those consistent eliminations. That's what really matters at the end of the day, not just diamond miracles.
They almost did it again with 27 eliminations in a single map. Just
Crazy, guys.
PDX is a very high risk, high reward because no risk, no Ferrari if you really think about it. And they are doing very solid for themselves. Now, how will they handle this matchup? Because the games are going to get even more difficult. I said earlier, at your third game, we can still give you the grace of say you're warmed up. And once you get to the second half, that is kickstarted. The games are kickstarted already. By the third game, we're already getting into the midpoint of the day. So you do not want to have the I wasn't ready, I wasn't warmed up, I wasn't aware excuse or mentality when going into the second half of today's games. 6 maps will be played. We are already at the midpoint, so we might be getting a long break, maybe. But it is still 12 teams and 46 players. The players are getting ready to give us a show. Top rated might be going up against Nexus Venus, but Neonam Jogo is dangerously close. Dead Point have a lot to do if they want to stay in this game. We're looking at the comments. We see their fans say that Dead Point is too quiet. And trust me, they will be louder if they can. They're making noise, but this time they can't shout. As Funds will be getting caught lacking and eliminated. Mismanaging yet again. Unlucky for him. A grenade going in. Does it hit on time? A flash freeze. It doesn't get the 50 damage on impact, but he is getting bleed damage off them. The launcher goes in. That's a knock again. Biggie is now small. Unfortunate, as he will be turned to a loot box. What is it? What is going on for the top rated squad? Funds goes down yet again. Viper is the last man standing. Neonam Jogo knocking in as they will be clocking in to go up against Nexus Venom. Will Nexus Venom be getting eliminated, or will they be getting a win on Nemjogo? We saw Nemjogo get slowed down last game by getting eliminated for 8th position with only 8 eliminations, but they are coming in this time and they get 1, they get 2. They are putting Nexus Venom on the back pedal. A third man is on his knees. What is NVS going to do now, as NJ are showing them that they are the real strong N team in this game? When you see anything Nemjogo, Vent Esports are struggling PDX as they will lose 2 players already, and they are playing very strong on the denial mindset. They are not letting even a single elimination go. It is not looking good for Vent Esports. They get that revive in, but they will be getting eliminated. Virex is down to Denrique yet again. My goodness, it is absolutely phenomenal for PDX. What can they do to stop PDX is probably the question on the mind of every player in this lobby, don't you think, Zoro?
That's definitely the question. That's definitely the puzzle that every single squad in this lobby is trying to solve. But allow me to give a little bit of kudos to Vent Esports team over there. They did give it their all. I believe they were able to eliminate a player from PDX, but it just didn't happen for them. That tells us something, that they just have to apply a little bit more pressure, and they might be able to eliminate more than one player the next time they actually just go head to head against each other. Berserk Generation still yet to make their mark, as they only have 1 elimination, and this is not the Berserk Generation that made their way to the FFWS Africa Spring Edition final. If you ask me, man, they have to start bringing the heat, man. I think they are finding it a bit hard to find a foothold coming up against these groups, man. Remember, today's group A versus B, and trust me, this group is with a lot of the top teams, bro. Don't you agree with me, Zeno?
It is packed with the best of the best, as we have Paradox in, but Luminosity goes in to get a knock on Dead Point. Dead Point will be down by 2 players. How do they respond? Can they get those revives? And it seems like Arrows will be getting brought back already. Can Dead Point pick up those eliminations? It's looking rather difficult for them, as we are yet to see them make it to the top half of the games, and we have yet to see them get even 6 eliminations or 5 eliminations. Oh, sorry, 4 eliminations in a single map. It is not a very solid start for them. PDX going up against NVS. NVS are putting up a very strong fight, especially as a new team. Coming in with 7 eliminations on the board, they will be getting absolutely diffed by PDX, but they still managed to stay in the game. PDX are now up to 8 eliminations in this matchup. Offline dipped from that map. We love to see an anchor be played. apparently not just PDX are running the anchor mentality, but PDX does it best because you still see the dino, you fear the dino until you don't see the dino. But then with the way Sneaky plays mostly off angles, you will be scared, you will be terrified. Is he playing an off angle? Has he left? Do we push? Do we not push? Sneaky single-handedly controls the minds of every player that his team goes up against. While we have then Reek making them fear for looking up, Sneaky makes them fear for not seeing him. That is absolutely phenomenal. The PDX squad are moving like anime villains at this point. It is comical to see teams try fight against them now. We're seeing Stars go up against PDX. Sit down. He says no healing for you as his team sneaks in to get an elimination. Let's apply pressure. His team creeps in. Virus, it seems unfortunate for them. It goes. Zoro, do you think your situation generation are with 3 eliminations on the board? Nea and Jogo are doing their best. Jogo, is this the end? Walker goes down. Jogo will be getting eliminated as first blood. With 4 eliminations on the board, they're still managing to stay in, but this gives a room for Vent Esports to overtake them. As the last time we saw the leaderboard, they were above Vent by just a single point. Vent Esports now, they're literally above them right now as they are 3 eliminations and 11th place if they get eliminated. Vent Esports can do better. What do you think about them Jogo getting eliminated early? Did they overplay from the first game, or are they just struggling to keep up in this matchup?
I feel like, as I've just said a few seconds ago, crazy, bro. I did not see that coming, man. Jogo really is one of the top contenders to actually win this whole thing. So see them actually get eliminated this early on, that might be a break in communications from their side, man. They can definitely do better. But yeah, I feel like, as you've mentioned before, they did start off a bit strong. So I feel like the strategy that they went with, just like Dead Point did earlier on, they went with the high risk, high reward strategy where they were really aggressive. They just imputed a lot of themselves into the entire lobby. I feel like that's exactly the strategy that is backfiring right now for them Jogo esports team, and they sort of just put in their all early on into the game, and now they are paying a really hefty price for that strategy. Maybe they can do better the next match. No, it's not even a question of maybe. I know they will do better, but now we're going to be getting a really interesting battle between top rated esports team and Necro Venoms, and Prime is really pushing it, man. We see Offline and Killer on the wing, just trying to do everything in their power to support Prime.
NVS are doing their best, but top rated are backpedaling by a lot. What is going on with the top rated squad? Nexus Venom are sitting with 12 eliminations on the board. It is going to be insane if they can get a win, because this is their first FFWS. This is the first time we are seeing them on the big stage as an esports team. It is going to be one shot, 2 shots.
Nice.
Can he get 3 and 4? As he will be getting a knock on Biggie. Biggie is going through a lot this game, actually. Biggie is absolutely going through a lot. Prime is in. The knock is in. Top rated are back in the lobby. Nexus Venom wrapped around them and just absolutely deleted the top rated squad. Top rated are struggling to live up to their name, and honestly, it is pretty sad for the start. But it is the first day. They might get better on the second day. This might just be a really difficult group that they are put into. Luminosity are finally showing up the hype that we gave them at the start, with 9 eliminations on the board. 10 teams remaining in this lobby. It is 35 players as we are at 10 minutes into this matchup. Zoro, who do you think comes out on top of this fight?
Oh boy, I feel like at this point is what we always is the person I'm about to call is the person we always call, the team we always mention when it comes to which team is gonna come out on top anytime it comes to Africa, and I think it's gonna be PDX once again, man. As you can see, the results do not lie, man. PDX already has 15 eliminations. This is the third matchup in a row where they've had over 15 eliminations, and that speaks volume for them, man. They are consistent, they are aggressive, they are menaces in the lobby, and they do not slow down at all, bro. And now we see them just look to dominate the lobby map after map, man. I think it's really, really scary that there's really no team in the entirety of Africa that can hold them back. Only Neya them Jogo so far has been able to keep up, but now they are just sort of losing their speed in this game. Hopefully they're able to keep up in the next game as we get a battle over here.
Paradox with 15 eliminations, NVS with 16. NVS are surprisingly keeping up with Paradox when it comes to those eliminations, but Ledex will be on his knees. They're trying to get him up as they are keeping the pressure up on Syndicate. Syndicates will be down to just Vice. Vice might just be getting eliminated early, which would be rather sad for them, actually. As Syndicates get eliminated, that puts us at a quarter of the lobby gone. 18 eliminations to the Paradox squad as they are running it down. They are giving these players a massive run for their money. PDX are playing it like it's a scrim match and not the FFWS that they are competing with. The way they're just racking up eliminations with ease. They just came off a 27 kill game and they look like they might be going for a lot more now as they are already on 20 eliminations and they still have a whole lot of zone and a whole lot of players to farm. 8 teams remaining, 27 players left. 21 eliminations to the Paradox squad. Windy will be going down. Are they playing a bit too lax now as they will lose just Windy? Unfortunately, it looks like Supreme might be getting eliminated and sent back to the lobby for Vent Esports. Or does Supreme pull off a 1v3? He almost gets a knock on Ledex, but he will be getting eliminated and sending Vent Esports to place 8th in this lobby. Rather unfortunate, but Vent Esports are now need to struggle to get that top 3 position back. Crimson Myth are coming in with the fight a lot better than what we saw them do in the spring as they are sending dead points back to the lobby, but immediately they are facing off against a third party in the form of Elite Hunters. We've yet to see Elite Hunters do anything in this lobby, actually. Sorry, that was Crimson. That was the NVS squad. NVS are honestly putting up quite the performance today with 19 eliminations on the board. Zora, did you see that coming from this team?
I feel like I was just about to mention that before you did. I was just waiting for you to cut me in, bro. This team has been really, really sneaky, bro. It's giving Connie Lightskins vibe, bro. How did they manage to just rack up 20 eliminations silently, bro? That is not something you see every day, man. So kudos to them, man. Kudos to them, man. It's really great to see a squad finally step things up, man. Finally just try to give PDX a run for their money, but we cannot keep having different squads take over different lobby when Paradox is always taking over, man. That does not look good for other teams, man. Other teams have also got to be as consistent as PDX if they want to have any hope of overthrowing them on that level, but it just doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon for other teams, man. PDX looks to be maintaining that spot on top, man. They're weak already with over 8 eliminations. They just got to revive on their teammates and they are all systems go now.
NVS will be the second team to hit 20 in today's games. 24 eliminations to the Paradox squad. They are trying to tell everyone to stop competing as they are taking today. But NVS are doing their best, sending Berserk Generation back to the lobby, putting them up to 22 eliminations. They are trying to go pound for pound with the champion team here. 26. PDX are, they set a record. They're trying to break it again. What is going on with the Paradox, man?
This is genuinely scary.
Squad, they are trying to shoot NVS down. They are trying to stop them because why do you think you can go pound for pound with the king? You come at the king, you best not miss. It is NVS versus PDX now, and Windy is getting knocked. NVS are showing PDX that they are down the new takers. The new takers are coming in and they are putting in quite the work. PDX are committing. They got the knock. They weren't able to get that finish, but they are committing regardless. Do they get the elimination? We see Offline trying to get away. The anchor is anchoring, but the anchor gets stopped. PDX are a very, very smart team. They know they have an anchor. They know they play like PDX. What do you mean you play like PDX when you play against PDX? You can't beat the original, and it looks like NVS are in a lot of trouble. They are down to just 2 players. Crimson Mist trying to cap off this, but Crimson Mist will go in. They get one man knocked. They are doing their best to stay in. NVS Prime goes down. 13 eliminations on the board to the CM squad. CM are now in your top 2. Can Crimson Myth beat PDX? It's a 4v4 situation, 28 versus 13. Just know, if PDX wins this fight, they have set a new kill record in FFWS Africa, as they will be the only team to hit 32 eliminations in a single map. They have hit 1 on his knees, 2 on his knees. Anonymous trying to be a hero. Don't save him. He doesn't need to be saved. You need to fight for your team. Now, PDX are on 29, pushing 30. They catch him lacking. He is literally on his knees. He is begging his friend. 32 eliminations. Paradox will take map 3 on Nextera.
Bro, I am speechless. I'm speechless. Like, wrap it up, please. Please, it's okay, it's over, guys. Everybody, let's go home. Wrap it up. What did I just witness? 32. Oh my god. Is this not ranked? You know when you start a battle royale match in Free Fire and you realize it's not ranked, and that's why you've been actually running the entire lobby. What just happened? That's over 70% or over 80%. What am I saying? Over 80% of the entire lobby by a single squad. What more do you need to see to realize that this is not just grazing, man? This is not just glazing, man. This is actual results that we are giving you guys. What is squad PDX? What a squad! I feel like they're actually used to that Garena money now, and they don't have any plans of letting it go, bro. Like, they are not sharing this, right? I feel like them going to Paris. Them going to Paris this summer, is a big motivator for them, man. I feel like they are now Garena has now introduced them to that lifestyle, and trust me, they don't plan on letting it go, man. They are gonna keep flying around the world with Garena's money until another squad decides to step up and overthrow them. And what a way to continuously show us that they do deserve to be at the global stage, man. Paradox Esports team has once again broken the elimination record at the FFWS Africa that was once set back them. You don't make this up. You are literally watching history be made, man. What?
It was quite the game we just witnessed. We had over 50 eliminations, and that was between 2 teams. Paradox setting a new kill record that they previously set and just broke today with 32 eliminations. Was quite the feat. But let's take a look at the highlights as we get prepped for the second half of today's games. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. I know you guys missed us. It's a very short break. Calm down. But it was not a short break for PDX as they put up 32 eliminations in the last map, and that was quite the performance coming in from a team. We saw them Jogo do very well to start off the day with 19 eliminations. PDX responded with 27. They said 19. Let's give you 27. And we're like, PDX, calm down. You're taking 27 eliminations. They're like, who says we're done? And 32. Please, PDX, calm down. If you do 40 in this single game, we need to text Garena to end the game early. But we look at the leaderboard. Top three teams will now be shifted. Sorry, top second and third will be shifted as Paradox holds number one with 106 points with 76 eliminations in 3 maps, 2 wins under their belts. In second place, we have Necro Venoms come in all the way from the second half to second with 49 points. In third place, we have Crimson Myth go really high up on the board with 44 eliminations. Vent Esports will drop down to fifth as Jogo drops down to sixth. Quite the performance coming in from the Paradox Esports team. It is a game. Zoro, thoughts, please.
Zino, I thought you would never call me. Oh. No. Back to leaderboard. Don't let them see my expression. Oh my God. Just take a look at the just take a look at the difference, the gap in share class, bro. Just take a look at it. Number one alone has 76 elimination points, and then 2, 3, 4 just has like 70, 76. Yo, you cannot even make this up. Paradox Gaming as the entirety, Paradox Gaming's elimination is quite literally the accumulation of the second, the third, and the fourth. Zeno, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Please tell me you can see this, bro.
Bro, what I'm seeing is that Paradox Esports have more points from elimination than second place than every other team has in general points total, elimination and placement combined. Paradox are absolutely dominating, and they are showing why they are the number one team in the African region right now. But it is going to be difficult to see that all the way through. We remember this is just the first day. Nemjogo is still doing their best. What is going to happen on the second day, though? Paradox definitely will be making it to the finals. But if they can keep up this level of performance, they will definitely be making it to the finals. But can they maintain it there too? Remember, the finals are the top 12 teams. If you've made it this far, pat yourself on the back, give yourself a round of applause. You are officially one of the top 17 teams in the fall season in Africa at this moment. But the top 12 teams that make it to the finals will be one. They will stand just slightly above you guys. Can they continue then? Playing very solid in the knockout stages, making the knockouts look like scrims or like they're playing quick match is not an easy feat to pull off. Can Paradox maintain this level of performance, or are they burning too hot? We saw them Jogo burn very hot in the first map, and it was not to make sure for them in the second and third. But into the second half for today, we will be heading to the Midlands of Purgatory, a very big map, a map where the glue wall decides the fights more than your aim. Do not go anywhere as the map is about to start. Zoro, what do you think?
Oh my god, what do I think? What do I think? What do I think? Zeno, I feel like Paradox Gaming has to be glazed more, bro, because it's one thing, yeah, to be able to pull out this type of results once in a while, and then it's another thing, yeah, like another playing field entirely, yeah, for you to do this match after match. Like, it's really crazy. It's like they know that today is one of our creators' birthdays, so they are just literally shutting down the entire lobby for him, man. I'll let you guys say who in the comment section, man. But speaking of Diamond, speaking of Garena, we've got the shop to game.com logo on the screen. What does that tell you guys? What does that tell you guys? I feel like you guys are no more newcomers to this, man. Go grab your diamonds on the shop to game website, man. It's literally cheaper than you buying from the vendor. Even at times, yeah, they do like special offers, and it's even cheaper on the app. So why not just purchase it from them? Yeah, you don't need a middleman, you don't need anybody, you just need yourself, your device, your gaming account, and your master of webcam, man. So head over to the website real quick, grab your diamonds, and come back with your popcorn seated and watching.
And we are back in. It looks like Luminosity will be having a player on his knees already. It's not looking very good for them as it is the start of Purgatory going up against Vent Esports. New team versus old team. Is Vent Esports going to be able to come out on top, or will they just have to run away like we just saw them do? They are down to just two players. My goodness. My goodness. But Crimson Myth will stay in with 3 eliminations on the board. Vyrix is very, very far away from his team. Virus and Habib are social distancing pro max, so they know it's 2026 and we don't need to distance that much anymore. Crimson Myth, still with 3 eliminations, is a solid start for them, actually. We saw them in the in the spring edition, and they were not a team that was remarkable with their performance, but we love to see the development in just a couple of months. Now, what can they do if we give them even a year or 2 years from now? These players are giving us a show, and definitely we will be getting bigger, we will be getting better, they will be getting sponsors. This is the start of the pro scene in African esports, and I love the fact that Garena is leading the forefront as one of the pioneers of the African pro scene in esports specifically.
Garena.
You couldn't have told me in 2010 that you make so much money from playing games.
Like, bro,
you would have been told to go do your homework.
Really,
but proud to see Garena step in. Yeah, I'm proud to see Garena step in for the players. Vet Esports will come back for a reach out, and they will get a knock on Led. Or is that Leo? I think that's Leo. Supreme has Salman come in. Does Supreme get a knock on him? It seems like he won't. He doesn't go for the res. He goes straight for the push. Unfortunate for Supreme. He should have gone for that res. He will be getting knocked, eliminated, but he still manages to get the elimination point. Vent Esports are now up by 2 eliminations, but they are down by 1 player. And when we take a look at this, it looks like the Luminosity squad will be up by another elimination as well. Crimson Myth, a good team, is now struggling as Nox is the last man standing. Currently getting shot, will be getting eliminated by Elite Hunters. It is the first time we are seeing Elite Hunters on the kill feed. Are they doing good enough though? They have been struggling this whole day. They have yet to put up a performance, but we are seeing them come in with a squad wipe. NVS, a team that showed us that they are not just a new team, but they are a strong team with 22 eliminations. The last match will now be up to 2 eliminations as they pick up one from a team trying to get away from them. So it's 3 minutes into the game. Who do you see in making it to the top 6 teams in this matchup?
Oh, so I should give you my top 6 prediction. Obviously, number 1, Paradox Gaming. If MVS actually keeps this up. Speaking of MVS, you know, I mentioned something earlier here when we were talking about some of these teams just getting warmed up. Speaking of heating up and warming up, we've got a battle over here.
The battle goes in. Berserk Generation are done. Are they done already?
Top Rated
have yet to put up a They've yet to put up a proper fight. We've mostly seen Top Rated in a position of backpedaling, and now Blanca taking the wrong fight. You do not mess with the high ground ever, except sometimes. But this is not one of those times. Blanca will be getting knocked via headshots and eliminated. Unfortunate for Top Rated, we are seeing them, like I said earlier, play a very backpedal game. We've yet to see Top Rated start a fight, or third party even. We've mostly seen them run around for the revives. Will Dead Points be able to get eliminations, or even better, make it to top 6? Very quick glue wall, quick defensive strats coming in from DP. DP Arrows is going in, but he gets one knocked actually. He gets a knock on Virus. Elite Hunters get eliminated. He gets 2 down.
Wow.
Arroz is running these men. He's literally styling on the Vent Esports team. Does he get eliminated? Double Vector goes in. That is the only thing that could save Vent, as Arroz was giving them Jello 1P in the pro scene. What are these players on? What are these players being fed actually? Because when we saw them in the spring, the teams were good. But now even the new teams are showing us that they can run with the big dogs. But Luminosity will come in for a third party. Are they too late? Are they taking too long to engage? They're trying to get LOS on the DP squad. It's going to be rather difficult as DP are already on the rotation, trailing them to the Arsenal. Are they? When do they choose to start this fight? Zoro, what do you think this fight is going to look like?
I feel like we've not really seen too much from Luminous, but one thing we know about them from what we've seen so far is that they know how to bring that heat. So it's a question of whether Dead Points can actually just hold off their own against this team that just emits this amount of heat anytime they just come up against any squad, man. So I feel like Dead Points have got to be really careful, but it's good to see that they also know how to bring the heat. What a drop coming in from Dead Points, these sporting players as they charge in. Quickest squad wipe I've seen all day. What was that wipeout coming in from Dead Points, man? Wow.
Dead Points stepping up and giving us quite the show. Banana and Jogo coming in with a quick third party, as third parties should be. They do not give you a chance to reset. They do not give you a chance to even revive. They are just pushing and sending Dead Points back to the lobby. Dead Points will have a squad wipe and then get squad wiped immediately after. Then Jogo will have one man holding off the stars. He is reaching for the stars. Can he actually handle it? But that one man is Walcott. You don't tell Walcott to stop. Walcott is going in. Walcott will get a knock. Very quick snipe. No reaction. Light work. No reaction. The best player we've ever seen, Walcott, is coming in. The first game we saw him with over 10 eliminations on a single map. That was absolutely insane. And now we are seeing him still keep up. Yes, they've had 2 maps where they struggled to place in the top 6, but they are still picking up eliminations regardless. They are in the bottom 6 of the leaderboard now, but they still have a chance, if they perform well, to get back into that top 4 position, because you do want to try your best to stay in the top 6, especially in day 1. The day 1 teams have it very hard because day 2 teams know they have a benchmark of what they need to play to, but day 1 teams are setting those benchmarks. So if you set it a bit low, you're going to fight day 3 in a very uphill battle, and you do not want to get caught in that position. Zoro, do you think Nemjogo comes out deleting the stars, or will the stars put up a good fight against Nemjogo?
Without a doubt, Mjogo esports team do have the players, they do have the cards to come out on top here. So it's all about how they play their cards. They just have to play it right, and I believe they will get an inevitable result right here against the Stars esports team. We see Solo's looking to Solo with that M590. What a clutch coming in from Anjo to also secure an elimination with that Mark 7. As you mentioned before, man, light work for they and Mjogo, man, as they just they are used to running through squads, man. And I'm gonna be getting yet another battle here against the top-rated esports team and the Necro Venoms. Now, the Necro Venoms have been a one-hit wonder so far. Forgive me for my language, excuse me for my language, but that's what we're seeing so far. They've gotta do more. They've gotta start racking up this elimination count if they do not want to be tagged as a one-hit wonder. Do you disagree, Zino?
They still need to get those eliminations up, and that is going to be rather difficult because as the day progresses, we are in the second half. The lobbies are not going to be easy. I do always say you have 3 maps of grace to see where you start, because we've seen PDX have a day where the first 3 maps, they were playing absolute buns. They were getting dominated by everyone and everything that moved in the lobby. But in the second half, we saw them just pick up the pace and set history with 30 eliminations in a single map. So now we've used them as the standard quick snipe. He gave warning shots. The man was not warned. Roko thought it was a joke until that elimination came in. 9 eliminations to Mjogo, as they might be the first team to go double digits in this matchup.
I feel like that was definitely a waiting you did think those situation for that guy in the opposite squad, bro. Because Mjogo, as you mentioned before, they gave him a warning shot, man, and the guy did not hit to the warning. And by the time the player from Mjogo saw that the guy was not hitting to the warning, he did what he does best, man. Sat that man down and asked him the ultimate question: what do you think is going on here, man? And we see Stars esports team might be in a little bit of a pickle, man, as one of their players has his hash right now against the Mjogo esports team players. Stars esports team once again will be losing yet another player. They are trying the anchor method, but it does not seem to be working out for them. And Project Generation esports team players still yet to give us that double-digit eliminations that we are expecting from them. That's bare minimum for a team of their caliber, and they have not met that cutoff mark just yet. The Mjogo esports team players looking to rotate a little bit. I feel like the rotations are getting better in the Africa scenery, man. The rotations are looking way more classier. They are looking way more professional, and that's what you love to see, man. You love to see improvement in aspects like that, especially for teams like this, man. Really interesting down here battle here for the player from Vent esports team. How do you think this will play out, Zeno?
It's going to be a pretty difficult fight for the Vent esports team, as we saw them get knocked all the way from 3rd place to 5th. It is rather interesting to see how they play, because they do not have the best history of playing properly on Purgatory. This is usually the map where we see teams like Paradox dominate, but we have an evolved Paradox now. The Paradox esports team that we have now are absolutely running it down, but never mind Paradox right now. Mjogo going up against Project Generation in the danger zone. The danger zone is adding a lot of pressure, as Wildcat is the last man standing. He does his best to get away, but Project Gen were able to take a third of his team gone. Unfortunate for him. Vet Esports will be trying to rotate in for a third party, but that is too late. The Syndicates, are they playing scared? You do not want to be playing scared, especially at this stage. You do, especially as a team that does not have enough eliminations. You do want to avoid playing scared as much as possible. Now playing scared has gotten them to face off against Paradox. Grenades going in, people getting knocked, players not even seeing what's happening because you can't even react. The grenades from Windy are very terrifying. You don't see anything. Next thing, you're on your knees. Paradox are putting in the damage. Sneaky is figuring out if it's a fight his team needs to commit to, or do they back out. Syndicate's doing their best, but their best is not good enough. They will get sent back to the lobby. Top rated goes out as well. It's not looking good for Vet Esports, as they will be bowing out as well. 4 teams pulled into a 2-10. Paradox stood out on top. Paradox Esports, please give us the show. Continue what you are doing, as genuinely it is comical that you guys improved this much in just a single EWC. Can they keep it going? This is the evolution of FF, from all the way from Master League to the FFWS. It has been a journey for these players. Years in the making. They didn't just wake up from being dream crushers to being paradox. It is a phenomenal team that we are witnessing right now.
You know, that battle that we just witnessed against PDX and Syndicates, that battle has a lot of meaning. I feel like Syndicates they did not know how emotional this particular sport is for Paradox, man. This is the sport that they go eliminated in the EWC. So trust me, they have replayed that moment over and over in their heads. They have created multiple strategies to win out at any time they are in that situation. So I feel like Syndicate was just the unlucky squad that got to reap where they did not so much. Definitely the battle seems to be heating up over here at Purgatory as PDX are going grenade for grenade as they send Nayanem Jogo back to the lobby. What a squad, you know.
Nayanem Jogo will be getting sent back to the lobby. Rather unfortunate for them. But it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. I wonder what's going through the minds of these players. PDX up to 13 eliminations. They are evolving. They are getting better than what we saw last time. It is genuinely an interesting game so far.
Definitely, that is what this matches have been, and as usual, PDX with their very, very aggressive rotations. Final thought: PDX, Storm's esports team, and the Berserk Generation. Will we finally get a booyah from Berserk Generation esports team? We've been sort of cheering for them to just show us exactly why they are the best in Nigeria. 11 eliminations to them, and what a beautiful headshot, one tap, textbook shots when it comes to their Rico. The man does not play with those one taps with that M590. I said it before in the last game, and you give this man an M590 and he might just dominate the entire. No, it's not even a question of mine when it comes to Derek. He will dominate the lobby anytime, any day. Goes in with the grenades now. Teammates now coming in to support. Zeno, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
It is a 4v4. PDX might just be going for a 19-kill game as they are running it down in the spot that means so much to them here. They get a knock on Macien, close him off to stop the revive. 2 down, 3 down. PDX will lose one player. Unfortunate for them here. Then Rico down, but PDX come out on top yet again with 19 eliminations. First game of the second half, and PDX take Purgatory as your champions.
If you think about the difference here in seconds of when you say 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, entire squad wipe out, you will see that it did not take them 5 seconds to wipe out the entirety of Berserk. Bro, when we say they can do a lot to you in split seconds, we are not joking. We are not exaggerating it. That's exactly what they do. In a matter of seconds, these guys decimate squads time after time again. And we just saw that happen again against the Berserk Generation esports team. We saw it happen against the Necro Venoms. We saw it happen against them Jogo esports team when they were trying to rotate in a downhill situation. Our Paradox esports team did have the height advantage over there, and still somehow, some way, they managed to wipe them out in a matter of seconds. Bro, you don't wipe out a team like Nia and Jogo in like this, bro. That's what they do, because that's just the difference in class between them, and the sheer quality, the sheer difference in the quality between these players is no jokes, man. Derek, great stuff as usual. Sneaky, great stuff. Windy, great job. LDX, right? Great job too, as usual. Amazing performance coming in from the Paradox esports team, man. Keep this up, and you guys will definitely, without a doubt, be at the top. Oh, wait. Allow me to say, is there any squad that begs to differ? Maybe Group C squads. Hey, you never know. You know, there's no solo flare in Group C, but we've seen Paradox esports team boxing solo flare. We've seen them absolutely drag solo flare through the mud before. No disrespect to my solo flare guys. I absolutely love their players, especially Ragnar and co. But then, it's Paradox. It's what I do, man.
Genuinely, it's going to be a rather difficult Group C match, especially since if Crimson Myth can be this much better as we've seen them from what we saw in the spring season. I can't wait to see what the Group C teams have in store for us, because remember, Crimson Myth was struggling to even make the cameras the last time we saw them in the spring season. And now we're seeing them go with a lot of eliminations. They have evolved. So I can't wait to see what the strong teams that were strong then look like now. But no worry about that. We'll see that tomorrow. Do stick around as we will be going straight into the highlights for this matchup. all right. We are back in with the fourth map for today. We are down to the final two games. It is interesting to say the least. It has been quite the journey so far. Zoro, what are your thoughts on how far we've come today?
Zina, are you trying to set me up? Are you telling me I'm not seeing what I've been seeing? Bro, PDX, man, that's all I see, bro. I don't see any other team anymore, bro. Only PDX painting the entire lobby red, bro. 20Q. I feel like the lowest amount of eliminations they've had in a single game tonight is 17. Bro. 17. I don't think Venti Sports team has seen 17 eliminations tonight, and they've managed to pull out. And 17 eliminations is their own lowest elimination. The craziest part is also the fact that they have 3 booyahs in the knockout stage.
Okay, it seems like Zoro is lagging because of the PDX and he's stuttering. But we are back in. It has been 4 maps. For those just joining us, Vent Esports took the first game. Paradox have taken the last 3 games. Taking a look at the leaderboard, Paradox has 95 eliminations and 137 points. In second place, we have Necro Venoms with 38 eliminations and 63 points. Berserk Generation are now up to third place with 62 points and 31 eliminations. Nemjogo will now be up to fourth with 42 eliminations and 55 points, while Vent Esports are still holding on to fifth place with 30 eliminations and 53 points. It has been quite the game. First game, Vent. Second game, Paradox. Third game, Paradox. Fourth game, Paradox. We have 2 matches left. Solara and a random map to be decided randomly, I guess. What team is going to take the next map? It is still is the question on everyone's lip. Except Zoro's. I know Zoro is going to say PDX if I ask him, so I'm not asking Zoro. So
it's PDX. It's PDX.
What team do you believe is going to take the 5th map for today, as we are heading to almost the end of the first day of the EWC? I say EWC. FFWS.
See, I know you want to go to EWS. Listen. They are going to call us. Calm down. Easy. But speaking of FFWS, and speaking of the next map, we've actually seen PDX pull out crazy numbers in the Solara map. A lot of people will say it's a new map, blah blah blah. This that it's been over a year now, I believe, and PDX has found a way to actually master the map. So it's a no-brainer for me when I say PDX is going to win the next match. I did not say put your money on it though.
From the last game we saw from the last spring edition, actually, we did see Nemjogo do really well on Solara. That was the map where they almost caught up to PDX when they got PDX out early and still managed to farm a lot of elimination. So Nemjogo is still a team that is a terrifying contender. And it might just be a very terrible mismatch if PDX goes up to Nemjogo early, because both teams handle pressure very, very well. PDX seems to be the slightly better team now, but Nemjogo did surprise them last time, and they might do it again this time. We will be heading to the next map shortly, but before we go there, you know where you should be heading? Shop to Game. As Shop to Game is Garena's official top-up website, and it offers a lot cheaper than what your local vendor would if you use vendors for some reason. But it gives you the option of buying it online with only your ID or logging into your account. But don't be scared. It's Garena that's asking you to log in, not anyone else. And it gives you a 10% bonus per purchase. So do go check out Shop to Game, as it is the best place to get your diamonds. Very fast, very efficient, 24/7. There's a new skin coming. You should go get your diamonds early.
True, can't lie. If you want to spin all of those draws, especially the ones that have, some of the legendary bundles too, Shop to Game is actually the best website to use. Speaking of the actual game, we should be going straight into the 5th map, Solara. As many people, including myself, like to say, Solara is a mixture of Purgatory and Xterra, because it sort of merges the futuristic, it sort of merges the future with the natural terrace of the map, which is really, really beautiful and crazy to see. The ability for Garena to just integrate these 2 separate identities is really crazy, man. Don't you agree with me, Zino?
I do agree. It is absolutely insane to see the design of the map. The design team on Garena needs to be studied, because how do they come up with the mechanics and everything? It's absolutely phenomenal. But let's get back into the game and less on the map design. It is Paradox already in a fight against Nemjogo. This is a fight I need to see. Crimson Myth already will be going in early, and they get a knock, but it's up against Vent. Vent might just be getting the hand on them here. No, they will be getting a hand on Vent. They get Vent down to a single player. They have knocked one, they have knocked two. Is Vent going out? Vent were able to trade just one elimination, but they are struggling to stay in. Paradox going up against them. Jogo will be losing two players already. Need to see that fight. How is Paradox going to respond against Nemjogo? Like I said earlier at the start of this match, Nemjogo did give Paradox a run for their money the last time we saw them here. Are they doing just that again this game? Top Rated will be going up against Elite Hunters. Elite Hunters have been very much in a lackluster sense of performance today, but it is they still have a chance to maybe step up and do better this time, although that is going to be rather difficult to do, especially given where they stand on the final leaderboard for today. Zoro, what do you think the Elite Hunters could do better to make their gameplay even slightly competitive?
For starters, they should try watching PDX clips at this point. But jokes apart. I feel like they could find a way to just use maybe 3 players up front, 1 anchor player, 2 rushers, a sniper, and then the 4th man should be the anchor. Maybe if they do that, they should be able to just rack up those eliminations, because elimination-wise, they are not doing the best they can. Although we believe they are trying their best, but we know that they can definitely do way better than this. And I feel like PDX is just trying to prove me wrong and prove Zeno right for the first time, because usually when I see something is right and when Zeno says something, they try to pull out an upset, but something has changed, I guess, because I said 3DX was actually going to come out top in this match because we've seen them pull out crazy results, and Zeno was like, Nemjogo has actually put up an upset before over here at Solara. So seeing Nemjogo almost wipe out PDX was really crazy, but as usual, PDX Anchorman does not play, and they found a way to get a revive on some of the players, man. Really impressive stuff.
It's all in the statistics. So you have to know the statistics of the teams before you make your predictions. And I've seen Nemjogo on this map show that they are a slightly better team than PDX. If PDX had committed to that fight early, they might have lost it, but it's still the first day. You do not see them taking risks like that this early. They are on a generational run as just 5 eliminations from this matchup, and they will have 100 elimination points. Just 100 points from just eliminations in 5 maps. That is absolutely phenomenal. Pretty much 20 kills per game. And that is still not enough, actually. They play just 4 maps, 20 kills per game, and they are sitting on 95 early. Stars Esports are doing their best right now against Noya Nemjogo. It is rather interesting as he gets away early, but Hash is not as lucky. He will be getting eliminated. Unfortunate for him there. Crimson Mid are staying strong, going up against Top Rated. Top Rated is a team that has actually been bullied by everyone today. They are constantly playing keep away. They're constantly running from the ops, and it is not looking good right now. It is really not looking good for them right now. As Deku, the Crimson Mid are now receiving as Top Rated turn and burn like crazy, sending half the Crimson Myth team back to the lobby. Zoro, what do you think of that development?
That is really crazy, man. Crimson Myth really on the wrong side of this battle, that much I can tell you. Top Rated, as Zeno has mentioned, seems to always be on the fleeing end of the battle. They've got to find a way to step up, start holding their grounds against other squads. And Nemjogo, should I say Nea and Nemjogo, are definitely putting up a show right now as they now have 6 eliminations. Paradox, for the first time tonight, are struggling to just find a foothold, man. They've almost been wiped out twice now, man. They have to be way more careful. It seems this map is way trickier than they expected. Crimson Myth players trying to just press the player from Top Rated now. Speed Aura trying to escape, and we see Deku coming from behind with the AUG. Bad move for him. Biggie gets dropped. Aura now in a 1 versus 1 situation against Anonymous, and it's all systems go now. Oscar in play right there. Sadly, we're not gonna be finding out. Never mind. Aura takes him down with that Mark 7. What a battle that just unfolded before our eyes.
What a battle indeed. Berserk Generation will be the first team to be getting eliminated in the 5th map for today. Dead Point, unlucky, will have one on his knees against Vent, but they turn the tables very quickly as they take 2 and not let Vent get even a single point of elimination here. 6 eliminations. Dead Point are finally stepping up and being the team that made it up to this point, the fact that they are here shows that they are a good team already. But now they're finally playing like a team that deserves to be here, because the last couple games we saw them get eliminated really early. Elite Hunters still feel very out of place. They still feel very lost. Maybe this lobby might just be a mismatch for them. They are not able to keep up with the level of play and aggression that is required to stay in this lobby. And that is not a good look for them, especially as this is one of their debut games.
Definitely, without a doubt, man. And that it just doesn't only go for that team; it goes for all the new teams here, man. They've got to step this up, considering the fact that today is their debut day, man. Luminous, we sort of expected them to sort of be a wild card in this matchup. I'm not talking about getting in as a wild card, but I'm talking about them being a really, really wild squad in the entire lobby. But so far, they've really disappointed us on some accounts. On other accounts, they've really, really surprised us. But I believe, all in all, they can definitely improve. They can definitely do more. Syndicates might be on the receiving ends of shots coming in from the players from Stars esports team. How will this play out between these two phenomenal esports teams? We're about to find out. Never mind.
Syndicates and Stars are two teams. Syndicates and Stars are two teams that we haven't really seen much of today. But Wildcats will be getting eliminated by Deadpoint. For the first time today, Deadpoint is your new kill leader, as they are currently sitting on 7 eliminations. Luminosity will lose green to Paradox. Sneaky as he goes in with that sniper to get a quick elimination. Paradox seem to be slowing down their gameplay, but they don't really know how to slow down. The last time I saw them slowing down, or last time I said they were slowing down, they decided to pop off with a 14-15 kill game in the spring season. Now, how are they in fall? How are they going to fare in fall? They are the only team that has gone to the global stage to compete. So statistically, they are the better team in this lobby. Do they show that on this map? They've shown that on 3 maps, taking 3 wins back to back to back. Can they go for a 4th, as we are now on the movie set?
Really close call right there for the Storms esports team players, as they will be losing a teammate right there. They definitely did not see that coming. And as you've mentioned before, for the first time, Deadpoint esports team is actually on top of the elimination leaderboard. I think they are finally starting to ginger a bit, man, because as you've mentioned before, some teams take longer to boot, but you cannot afford to always use 3 different maps to warm up, man. That is not professional enough, man. Your team has to be able to adapt after the first match. In fact, if it's possible, your team has to adapt to any situation at any time. And what if it's only 4 games we play today? Is that how they will have only performed in 1? So I think they definitely have to put in more thoughts in how they're gonna adapt better in lobbies, and how they're just going to survive more and dominate more like the team that we know they are.
Vet Esports are doing their best to stay in that top 6, but they need to try to get back to the top 3. They need to put up a phenomenal performance for that, and we are yet to see them do just that. It is 9 minutes into the game, 10 teams and 35 players. Paradox have stepped up to 8 eliminations on the board. Crimson Myth will send the Syndicates back to the lobby, putting us to 9 minutes and 9 teams left in the lobby with 33 players left. This is still anyone's game, but this today might just be PDX's day, as they have set quite the distance between 1st and 2nd place on the final leaderboard. Vet Esports are trying to go in for a 3rd party. It looks like they will not be arriving on time. Top rated are somehow choosing to play zone, even though they don't have to. What is the play?
What is the play? That is the question, in fact. But allow me to say this, though. This is the slowest match we've actually had tonight, man. Because usually, once we're already 8 minutes into the matchup, Paradox is putting Malavianos like 18 eliminations, 14 eliminations, or just more than 10 eliminations at the very least. But this time around, they are still a bit behind on schedule, as they are only on 8 eliminations. Speaking of 8, top rated, Crimson Myth and Paradox are all on 8 eliminations. Crimson Myth might be losing a player there, as Weakest Knocks get dropped, and it's 2 players left now. What a beautiful drop coming in from Toby, and that's gonna be all we get from Crimson Myth in the 5th map of the day.
Toby is absolutely insane, as Toby going again with the knock. That is absolutely phenomenal. Toby is definitely putting NVS on the map. It is phenomenal to see these players just constantly evolve, especially since the first matchup, which is why I always give team a 3-game grace. You have 3 games to warm up. The second 3 games, you have to impress us. You have to show us why you got to this point. We don't just let anyone get to the knockout stages. These teams have to show themselves. Elite Hunters are yet to do that. But again, this might just be a mismatch lobby. Remember, this is just the top 17 teams in the region right now. Can the Elite Hunters roll with the big boys? If they can't handle this team, they will not be able to make it to the top 12 to stand above all. What is going to be required for the Elite Hunters to get up there, Zoro?
I feel like they're definitely gonna start. If they want to get up there, they definitely have to start playing like a world machine, like a team like EPG, for example. They have to start playing a bit more disciplined, like the Nayan and Jogo. They have to start being more hungry. They have to start being more aggressive on opposing squadsmen, and their rotation have got to be flawless from here on out if they want to have any hopes of making it into that top 12, man. We see a battle comment over here. How do you think this is gonna play out?
It's gonna play out in the favor of top rated, actually, because NVS are already down by a single player, so they do not have the numbers advantage here. And currently we are seeing Vent Esports get mowed down by Nemjogo. Virox might just be the last man standing for the Vent Esports team. He is the last man standing for the Vent Esports team, as honestly, Vent have not had the best day today. They had a very good first start, but they've been struggling to relive that Booyah glory in the second, third, fourth, and now fifth game, as Virox is the last man standing. Top rated will send Necro Venoms out. Just like I said earlier, they do not have the number advantage, and top rated had the height advantage. Sometimes you do not want to play the high ground. It's weird. I know earlier I said you always play the high ground, but you do not mess with the high ground. Sorry, but they did, and they did. Yes, I'm losing myself right now.
I feel like it's one of those situations, you know, where the team below is a bit more tactical than the team with the height advantage, and that's exactly why that happened in that situation. And Dead Point is really having a hard time here. PDX is in between 2 squads, man. How would they hold out here? As Zeno has mentioned before, PDX can't handle pressure, and they have to do that again now because they are currently in between of 2 different squads. And once again, PDX sneaky, cooking things up, shaking grounds right now with that cock. They will be losing a player here. Windy is dropped. They've got to find a way to get a revive on him. Then Jogo is putting players now on the aggressive, and they are just having at it right now, man. PDX has got to be way more tactical, sharper, wiser if they want to win out here against Naya. Then Jogo, and they do win out. What a squad. PDX, man. And Dead Point right now is just trying to rotate, operated on the receiving end of the wrath of the Dead Point esports team. Biggie quickly flees towards his teammates. He's got to be careful. The boat maker is in play, and it's all systems go as we get closer and closer to that final save zone in the 5th map of the day. PDX might be losing a player. They've got to find a way to get a revive on Led X, and it's on.
They get that revive up. It is 5 teams and 20 players left as we are 14 minutes into the game. Once again, PDX is on top with 12 eliminations. But surprisingly, we have top rated just 1 kill behind with 11 eliminations on the board. PDX are doing their best to send Luminosity back to the lobby as they catch them while they are on the rotate. They catch them while the Luminosity squad was not expecting. The grenade did not go as planned, but PDX will still manage to keep Denrique in play. Luminosity are doing their best. They are fighting back. They are getting those knocks, but unable to get the finish. Elite Hunters are trying their best to get PDX lacking. PDX are now being the meat and not the bread. It is not looking good for them, but they are now being the bread somehow. As they flip the table, they get Luminosity down to a single player. Talk about mowing down the competition. Dead Point here, all the gunshots outside. They do not want to go outside because whatever team tries to third party in that position is going to be the meat. In these situations, you want to be the meat, and you want to be the bread, sorry, and not the meat. It's a burger. It's a burger in this fight. The third party is always going to be the bread, and PDX is proving that they are that team right now. Elite Hunters are with 2 eliminations on the board. This is the highest we've seen them go for as for placements, but they need to get those eliminations, especially when running against a team like Paradox that is up to 15 eliminations. Are they going for yet another 20 kill game, which will be a new record? Setting multiple 20 kill games in a single day is a record. It is phenomenal gameplay. It is evidence of how far they've come. Windy will be going down and getting picked up. They play so well as a unit, as they will be getting those revives up very quickly. Zoro, what do you think this fight is going to look like in the final zone?
Oh boy, the ability for PDX to not falter under pressure is exactly why they are diamonds in the entire competition. Top rated in big trouble right now. Another score will be getting sent back to the lobby. Elite gamers, elite hunters do have the highest advantage. They just have to be really, really tactical. The ability for PDX to not lose our players, even when they are receiving shots from all angles, is absolutely beautiful. Dead points inside the box, waiting for the perfect opportunity to come out. Top rated looking to apply pressure on PDX. It's on now. Windy might get dropped. Dead points are looking to grab those points. Operated. It's all systems go now. All tables in play. Grenade, glue on melter, flash with you name it. Everything is in play right now as PDX is on the receiving end of it. But somehow, some way, they are not dropping. As we've mentioned multiple times, man, PDX knows how to hold their ground. They are quite literally a fortress and a force to behold. Top rated players are going to be getting pressed by the same zone now. ELT players will be looking to rotate downwards. I believe the ice is no longer in the advantage. Operator players looking to fire. Dead points. 1 down, 2 down. Arrows looking to rotate. GT going on to rotate now. Viper still looking to be that snake under the green grass as he continuously dominates the opposing from behind. Back shots after shots. And dead point players are not happy about this at all, man. It's not happening for them, and PDX players now third partying. Players are getting eliminated, and dead point will be getting sent back to the lobby. 4 versus 3 versus 2 right now. PDX with the numbers advantage because they have decided not to lose any player in this matchup. Sniper shot coming in from Ledex as he almost drops off Token. Token is gonna be careful. He has gotta get cover and quickly, and that is exactly what he does. PDX looking to grab yet another booyah here. It seems they are not done on any account.
Insane gameplay coming in from the Paradox squad as they are on 17 eliminations yet again. Top rated did their best to send dead points back to the lobby, and they succeeded. This is their best performance just yet in today's games. Elite Hunters have made it all the way to top 3, but they are on 2 eliminations. They are standing on the shoulder of giants, and genuinely, I don't know how they got this far, because the lack of aggression is genuinely going to hurt them a lot. They do manage to get an elimination. Blanca goes down as well. This might just be 19 eliminations for Paradox. It is 18 eliminations for Paradox and 3 to the Elite One. 20 bomb dropping yet again. 19 eliminations. It is down to the last 2. In a 2v4 situation versus the Paradox squad, pushing it from all sides. Massive pressure. 21 kill game as Paradox will be taking their 4th win in a row. They come out on top of Solara.
Wow. Just wow, man. I think the last match I said, we were left speechless, but they decided to do it one more time. Yet another game with 20 eliminations out of 5 games. 4 games they've won. 4 games they've had 20 kill bombs. And one game in particular, they even got 32 eliminations, I believe. And this is exactly what you should be expecting from Paradox Esports team, man. This is what they do every time and every day. They can keep this coming all day, every day. I believe the next map is gonna be a randomized matchup, which is really, really interesting. Which map do you think we're gonna be getting, Zeno?
I'm probably guessing we're gonna see Bermuda or Solara again.
If we get Bermuda again, I feel like Naya and Mjogo will definitely be having an opportunity to, just redeem themselves, man. They've got to do it. They have to find a way to redeem themselves, because I don't think they are too happy about the fact that, their momentum has reduced, man. They went from having over 22 eliminations, even competing with Paradox at some points, so now being below the top 3, they are definitely not happy about that. They know that they are a team that deserves to be ranked higher, and I believe in this last match, they'll be giving it their all. All these teams will actually be giving in their all. Well, as per the usual, Paradox is not just gonna sit down and watch. And what a performance once again from Paradox Gaming. 4 booyahs in a row. That's crazy, man. But I think, Zeno, I think we've had a team pull out 5 booyahs, right? In a single day.
I don't think so, actually.
Oh, I think did they just break another record? I believe the previous record was 3 booyahs.
Paradox is literally setting the records back to back to back. We've had a day where 2 teams took 3 booyahs each, and now we're seeing Paradox set 4. We've been
Crazy.
5 maps deep, ladies and gentlemen. We are heading into the 6th and final map for today. Do not go anywhere as we check out the highlights before we load in the final random map.
that you'll never know. I guess that you'll never know.
Welcome back,
in
ladies
the
and
R.
gentlemen, to the Paradox Show. No longer the FFWS Africa, but now the Paradox.
And good evening. I'm your host, who is Zeno, for the Paradox event today. As we have had 5 maps, it has been Paradox Esports just genuinely running the whole lobby, setting the kill record for 32 eliminations in a single map, and then 4 wins in a row. So they're setting 2 records in one night. The games are not over. This is the final leaderboard. For now, actually, Vent Esports
Hey.
with the first. Oh yeah, the next 4 went to Paradox Esports. For those joining in, it has been quite a game. As Paradox Esports will sit with 116 elimination and 170 points for first place. In second place, we have Necro Venoms coming in with a solid performance with 49 eliminations and 67 points. And 77 points, sorry. Nayanem Jogo will be in third place with 49 eliminations and 67 points. Fourth place will go to Berserk Generation as they have stepped all the way up to 32 eliminations and 63 points. Vent Esports will be holding fifth very strongly with 33 eliminations and 60 points, while Crimson Myth is still holding on to the sixth with 36 eliminations and 57 points. The distance is getting wider. It's already been wide. Even if you take away 93 points from Paradox, they will still be your number 1 team as they will have 77 points left, which it don't feel right.
Did I not
They're
tell
not
you?
letting the other teams compete.
Wait,
They're
Zeno,
not
hold
letting
on.
the other teams
Zeno,
compete.
Zeno, hold on. Zeno, hold on. Did I not tell you? Did I not say this was going to happen? Did I not say
Yeah,
if
but
they-
then we can just hope, you know. I knew this would happen, but we can hope and believe that the other teams will. While the PDX squad was getting better at EWC, I believe the other teams were getting better as well. But it seems like going on the global stage just trains you to a completely different level because they hold hands like a unit, and when it's time to disappear, Sneaky does that well. I can't wait to see if we could interview Snipe. I can't wait to see what he's thinking right now because as coach for the team or as captain for the team right now, bro, he's smiling ear to ear as his boys are giving him 20 bombs like it's nothing.
I feel like we will still get to
Genuinely
the
just running it.
I feel like we still get to the point here where we start interviewing these players after matches, bro. That would really be crazy because we need to start knowing what's going through these players' head. Because it's like PDX is playing chess and other teams are playing poker or card or what. Because at this point, they are. Oh my! I don't even know how to express myself anymore. Please, just PDX. PDX.
Zoro doesn't know how to express himself, but you can express yourself very well by going to the Shop2Game website, as you can get diamonds with a 10% bonus on every purchase. If you're a first-time user, you might just get 100%. But if you're an old user, you will get a 10% bonus on every top up. So 5,000 becomes 5,500, 10,000 becomes 11,000, and you know the rest. But it is also Garena's official top up site, and it's active 24-hour. 7 days a week. Trusted, tested, and I can send you my ID if you want to buy me diamonds as well.
Easy.
We will be heading into the 6th and final map for today very shortly. The players are getting ready. The activity is everly active. I can't wait to see what these players have in store for us for the final map. Will PDX finally get overthrown, or will they keep the gas on? They're not letting anyone breathe. Zoro, what do you think PDX is going to do going into this final map?
They're going to destroy. They came here to destroy. And they are going to destroy. There's no stopping PDX. I feel like, as usual, PDX is going to give us an amazing performance. They are going to dominate. They are going to tear the entire lobby apart. I'm really looking forward to knowing which map it's going to be. I believe you guys should let us know in the comment section which map you think is going to be the random map, which is the 6th map. Man, let us know in the chat. The game should be starting briefly. As per the usual, Paradox Esports team will be winning. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. Yo, to the other teams in the lobby, I'm joking. Easy, man. Easy. Venti Sport Team is the only team that's actually been able to steal a booyah away from the grasp of Paradox Esports Team. Maybe the entire lobby has got to start begging Vents to do it once again. Or maybe Neya and Joko, who knows? It is Purgatory map, which is a map that Paradox Esports Team has already won tonight. So why not win it twice, I guess?
Paradox Esports will be going in. I'm saying Paradox Esports. It really has become the Paradox show at this point. But the final map will be Purgatory, as Zoro just said. I can't wait to see what the teams have in store for us. This is a map that means a lot to Paradox, as they had a terrible performance when they were at the EWC, and we are seeing them play a lot better now. They have learned, they have adapted, they have replayed that moment, and now they are showing these other teams why they need to get better there.
I wouldn't say it
We
was
have
a terrible performance from them. It was a learning experience for them for sure. And they didn't finish last. If they finished last now, like this Luminous Esports team was last with 0 points. Yeah, what's you?
Oh, that's why I said, and we are seeing them replay it better. It
All
was a
right, sure.
terrible performance, but we are seeing them replay it better. They've been learning, they've been adapting, and they've been evolving, and they're showing the other teams exactly why they are the number one team in Africa at this moment. Will we be seeing them again in Thailand? Maybe, but it is going to be decided. We still have a week of gaming left, but heading into
Two.
purgatory. What's
2 weeks. 2 weeks of gaming left.
how
Yeah,
many
we've
days
got
total?
2 more weeks. Yeah, 2 more weeks. Next week we're gonna be
How
having
many how many days total?
7 days. I see what you did there.
Okay, 7 days make a week in it. There we go. There we
Atta
go.
boy. All right, I
But
feel you.
it has been quite a performance. We still have a week of gaming left. Do not go anywhere except shop to game.
I mean, why not shop to
That's the
game,
only
to be
place
honest?
you can go.
Unlike your babe, guys, shop to game would not abandon you because it is quite literally open 247. You know why are you looking at that? Why are you looking like that? Your babe abandoned you. Guys, never mind that, as we will be going straight into the last game of the day of the Paradox Show.
The Paradox Show is funny. But FFWS will be having day one knockouts and on Purgatory. It is back to the Midlands we go. A map that PDX has taken already today. Can they do it a second time to close out the day for us? It is yet to be decided. Zoro, what do you think is going through the minds of these players as they start this matchup?
There has to be a single thing going through the minds of every other team apart from Paradox. Destroy Paradox. No matter what happens, do not get eliminated by Paradox. No matter what happened, do not let Paradox come out on top. But I'll tell you what, that's exactly what's going to happen, because results don't lie, skills don't lie, Garena don't lie, maybe Zeno lies, but Zoro does not lie. And what a beautiful battle we have here, man, as some of the players are already lying on the floor right now. What a beautiful dominating play coming in from the Berserk Generation esports team players as they grab 3 eliminations early on. This is the Berserk Generation that we know and love to see. Hopefully they play better tomorrow, because today's performance was not it at all, man. They have to go back to the drawing board. This is not the Berserk Generation we know, man. The Berserk Generation we know is a team that works like a well-oiled machine, a team where Cracked dominates every scores that it comes to contact with, a team that works that finds a way to make great usage of BJ Star and Cracked at the center. So we've got to see that happen, man. We've not seen that happen today. Hopefully when they go back to the drawing board the next time they play, they will actually be better. Speaking of better, Luminous Esports team might be looking to prove that they are better than Vent Esports team over here.
Vent Esports needs to really head back to the drawing board as they are getting outplayed and outmaneuvered back to back to back today. The first map wins now begins to seem like a fluke with the level of performance these players have put up in the games that followed. Virox might just be the last man standing, and this might be the end of Vent's run today. Are they going to finally get knocked off that 5th position? He is indeed the last man standing for his team. If he dies early, they have yet to pick him in elimination. It is going to be the end of Vent for today's game. And yes,
Bye-bye.
It is the end of Vent. NVS goes out first, Vent Esports goes out second. Both teams leaving with 0 eliminations in the final matchup. They can only hope and pray that they can do better in tomorrow's games. It's going to be rather difficult, but they still have a chance to show themselves that they can qualify to the top 12 that makes it to the finals. But again, I do want to see these teams constantly improve and constantly get better. Most of them look bad today because Paradox just makes them look bad. It's just that case. You could prepare, and there's just that one guy that prepared just a little bit better or a lot better. And even though you're a really good player, you're going to look like a beginner compared to him. And that is exactly what Paradox is. Literally the Paradox effect right now. The Paradox effect. is you might be a good team, but Paradox is just going to be better than you in that matchup. Now, will all the Glaives, does Paradox step up to win, or will they get eliminated? ELT are struggling. They're coming off a third position game and going up against Syndicate. Syndicate is currently in the bottom 3 teams in today's game, and they are genuinely struggling still, as they have 2 players on their knees already. ELT are coming out with a better play. He's baiting him. He knows his teammates comes in. He baited him and got the elimination. Rio will be getting down and out. Vice is the last man standing. What's going on in Vice's mind? He's currently playing anchor by force. I don't think he chose to play anchor for his team. He's just constantly the last man standing. Slow is having slow internet. Very ironic, but it's just how it is for him. DP might be getting eliminated if they get caught out by the Stars Gaming that's currently pushing in. The Stars just walk past him there. It looks like Stars has yet to arrive, but they are getting very close. Do you think Slow gets eliminated, or does his internet release him before Stars gets in there?
We can never really know for sure. You know, this is Africa, but I believe his network will be fixed considering the fact that he is a professional esport player. So his network might just have to switch to backup in the meantime. Now, there's something I want to mention. You know, a lot of teams will be like, oh, why did Paradox get the boost? Why did they not have to play phase 1, phase 2, qualifiers, blah, blah, blah. Well, this is exactly why, man, because it's pretty much a waste of time to them, man, because just look at what they are doing even at the knockout stage, man. I mean, if you boosted Paradox straight up to the finals, I would not even disagree with you, man, because the difference in class.
You'd have to disagree with that one.
Oh,
they get pushed all the way to the knockout stages because they are the reigning champion. It's a perk of being a champion, not because they're Paradox, but because they are the champion team. So
I know.
Make it as number 1, if your team is able to make it as number 1, you will also get the chance to get boosted up. Teams like Vent did not get to play phase 1. A lot of teams here didn't play phase 1. They just got skipped straight to phase 2 because they placed really well in the spring edition. So competing and getting this far does have its perks. This is Pro Leagues, by the way, and PX did catch that one man lacking from DP and send him back to the lobby. The second generation with 3 eliminations on the board are doing their best to stay up. I think they're currently in the top 5 on the leaderboard, and they need to play just a bit better. They are currently sitting at 4th position, actually. They need to play just a bit better to get over the NVS squad that's currently sitting at number 3, if I'm remembering correctly. But Paradox are still picking up those eliminations. Then Reek is alone here, but he doesn't. It doesn't matter because this is absolute. Then Reek, he gets a 1-tap. They rush him. He says, slow down. What are you doing? What are you doing? As he puts Leo on his knees. That is a squad wipe. That is a squad wipe.
What a beautiful third
coming
party
from the Stars. The Stars came in with the best third party we've seen today to send Luminosity back to the lobby with 7 eliminations on the board for them. Top rated are now down to just 2 players going up against Crimson Myth. No one's backing now. They're still trying to stay in to get those eliminations. Blanca now finally needs to leave as he is the sniper for this team. Sometimes you just need to leave, buddy. Even if you get that knock, it's not going to be enough to get the elimination as the sniper has gotten pushed on. He does not have a close range weapon that will save him. He gets eliminated. Anonymous catches him lacking and sends him back to the lobby. Did you see that coming, Zoro?
I did not see this coming, but as usual, the game is all about ups and downs, man. And just like, can we even say it's all about ups and downs, considering the fact that Paradox is always up? But yeah, little matters, man. 9 scores left in this, 33 players alive. Name named Jogo might be looking to get a squad wipe here against the Stars esports team, and I will display. I'm really looking forward to how this plays out. Roko will be coming in with his shotgun right about now. Mark 7 double knock, not in favor of anybody. Might be in favor of Naya, and Jogo now as Solo comes in with his M590 and absolutely claps the cheeks out of that player from the Stars esports team, and he did not see that coming, but that's exactly what happened. 9 scores left, 32 players left. As Zeno would like to say, a quarter of the lobby has been sent back.
Indeed, a quarter of the lobby has been sent back to the lobby. It is 9 teams and 34 players left. 7 minutes into the game, what could be the plan for these players now? Paradox are having... I can't even say Paradox is having a slow game because every time we say that, they just we look away and they come back with like 10 more kills.
They
So
love to
Paradox are
preview
having
your
quite a game. Crimson Myth will be sitting as your kill leaders with 8 eliminations on the board. They are doing very good for themselves so far, but can they maintain it? Crimson Myth are a team that burns, but they burn too fast. They don't burn consistency from what we've seen in their games so far. They do really good at the start, and then they choke when it comes to end game. Can they play better? Can they play all the way to the end of this matchup? It has been quite a game, but this is the last match for day 1.
Day 1 has to be put to bed in grand style, as we normally do have that happen most of the times. And now we see PDX just trying to hold their ground over here at Brazilian. And now with this play out for them, Windy might be looking to go in. All systems go now for the PDX esports team. But one man army Windy is turning out to be, as he absolutely drives his blade through the heart of that defense. Never mind, as Yari catches him from behind. What a beautiful elimination in a 1 versus 1 situation against a man like Windy. He is definitely gonna be loving that. Ledex going in with a double sniper. How do you think this is gonna play out, Zeno?
Playing just the way PDX plays, they are running down a pincer attack, which they always do. If you look at it, they have one person applying consistent pressure while another or the rest of the team just goes flanking. They catch wildcats on the flank. You can't beat the original. These teams are trying to replicate PDX's playstyle, but you can't beat PDX by playing like PDX. They should be your base, but they shouldn't be the way you emulate your entire game, because what happens when you go up against PDX? You get outplayed. You can't beat the original with their own tactics. PDX, they went out, they went in. Jesus, what was that knock? Holy shutdown. He goes in the window, gets knocked in the window frame. 12 eliminations, 13 eliminations, 14 eliminations, squad wipe. It is cinema. It is absolute cinema. 14 eliminations to the Paradox squad as they are running everyone in this lobby. What is going on here? The second generation are trying their best to stay in, but Paradox are setting the standard for esports in Africa. They are running this lobby. They are dominating this lobby. We now see exactly why they were moved straight to the knockout stages, because it wouldn't have been fair for a lot of teams to make it to this point, because you have to face PDX every single day.
Imagine having to face. Wait, Zino, imagine being in like the qualifier stage, yeah, and you meet up against a squad like PDX. I feel like you just genuinely rage quit, bro. You be like, nah, I'm done with esports, bro. I'm retiring. Because what is this, man? Look at what they do to teams that are even considered some of the best in the entire continent, bro. They are making the lobby look like it's unranked, bro. They are making it look way too easy, bro. Somebody has to give them a run for their money, man.
These indeed are the best of the best teams. These are the top 17 teams in the region currently, and PDX are running them because they are the top 1 team. Remember, being top 17 is not it's not easy, but being top 1 is even more difficult. They have a lot on their shoulders. You do know how the African scene goes. If a team loses early, if a team that is known as a strong team loses early, you will get trolled. And PDX do not want to get trolled. They want to make the memes. They do not want to be the meme. And they are playing exactly that way. 11 minutes into the game, 7 teams and 24 players are left. Syndicates will now be going up against top rated, and they are running top rated as Aura goes down. Blanca might be getting eliminated early. The support player is on his knees as well. The support needs support. Someone help him. The bomber going in from the syndicate. I genuinely love the fact that the roles are being defined a lot more in the esports scene now. But Paradox, are they about to will they drop 25 this game as Syndicates are down to a single player? Crimson Myth will be going pound for pound with Paradox as they are only 2 eliminations behind with 14 eliminations. But look, Paradox are coming in. Are they trying to stop the Crimson Myth from gaining points? CM are doing the best we've seen in today's games. They are picking up those eliminations. They are dangerously close to a 20 bomb, but Paradox are coming to shut that down. They're like, why are you trying to be Paradox? Only one Paradox can exist. 2 is too much. They are sending CM on a very heavy backpedal. Knox is hoping and praying that he can catch someone on the rotate, on the push, but it is not going to be as easy. What do you think is going to happen in this fight, Zoro?
Textbook Paradox victory. I can already see, man. From the looks of things, they already have the numbers advantage here. All they need is a minor slip up, a very, very minor slip up from the Crimson Mid. Never mind. Crimson Mid is trying to pull an upset here. What a reverse one tap coming in from Deku right here, man. Showing us that Crimson Mid does not have any plans of going out without a fight. And as I say that, Windy absolute freaking lootly taps the life out of the man and sends him back to the lobby. 2 players left for Crimson Mid now. Slowly but surely, Paradox seems to have the better hand here.
Paradox Esports are coming out on top as they got knocked. They recovered very, very quickly. They know there are 2 players. They've set one man on the rotate early, and they are doing their best to gatekeep. They know this zone is going to bleed. Denrique, the man, the myth, the terror, Denrique is holding 2 players back. It's not looking very nice for him, actually. The Crimson Myth squad are struggling. They know the team that's standing in front of him. They know they can't afford to play slow. And very unlucky for Berserk Generation. They get caught on the rotate in by Sneaky.
Sneaky definitely does know how to get really freaky with those sniper shots, man. We saw the man, the moment he got on the roof, man, his first shot was successful, man. That's the type of accuracy you want and need from a sniper, especially when you're competing on this level, man. Crimson Mid still struggling to rotate safely into the safe zone, as Paradox does not have any plans of giving them breathing space not too far away. They've got their neighbors, the neighbor named Jogo. Yaren has got to find a way to also keep them Jogo alive and well in this, as he is the last man alive for them. Berserk Generation seems to finally get involved in this game, as they now have 10 eliminations and now sitting on top of the elimination leaderboard. We've got Paradox uncontested and relentless with the elimination counts, man. They know their stuff cracked. Does have his eyes set on Yaren, and Yaren is not gonna be happy about this at all, man. Quick go switching with those double sniper, and the man is having at it, man. Yaren is really struggling here. He is the last man. He doesn't want to go out like this, but that's exactly what is gonna happen to him, man. PDX now, I'm gonna be really, really wise here, rotating downwards, rotating downhill, man. Crimson Meat Anonymous trying to pull us med kits battle here, but it's just not happening for him, man, as Boatmaker and Safe Zone crushes the life out of him. Final Safe Zone battle, and PDX are coming for Berserk Generation. Over to you, Zeno.
PDX are running it down again. They are in yet another final safe zone, but the danger zone this time has managed to take out 1 player from the PDX squad. It is absolute cinema coming from these players.
Denrique is down.
Denrique goes down. The second generation will catch Denrique on the rotate. PDX are setting up a maze. Windy goes down. Is Berserk Gen about to take this from them? Sneaky is backpedaling. 1v4. They know he's half. They know he's low. They know he's a sniper. Sneaky is down. Sneaky gets eliminated. Berserk Generation will be getting the win in the final map. Absolute cinema coming in from the Berserk Gen as they take a win. They end the PDX Booyah streak. They tell them to calm down, relax. We are still in the competition to take a map 6 victory away from PDX.
What a way for Berserk Generation to close out tonight, man. Pulling up that upset was definitely what. Did you see that coming?
I did not see that coming.
Bro, like that was a really, really crazy upset. You know, I said it a few minutes into the game. I said Berserk Generation seems like a squad that's actually back in form now, because they had over 10 eliminations. So I feel like they were finally in their element in that zone. And from what we know from Berserk Generation, when they are in their element, when they are in their zone, they know how to get the job done.
Indeed, they do. Indeed, they do, actually. But they didn't put up a very strong performance this whole day. And this last map, they did manage to get PDX off the eliminations. They did manage to send PDX. Catching Denrique early was genuinely what saved them there, because if you had let Denrique get close with the maze they were building, he would have got found away on top of those glue walls and just be running around. But do not go anywhere. Let's take a look at the highlights before we see the final leaderboard for today's games.
I don't even know what she's saying because she fell.
I guess that you'll never know. Guess that you'll never know.
Ladies
Back
and
we are.
ladies and gentlemen, the FFWS Africa day one was mind blowing to say the least, man. At some point, we sort of tagged it as the Paradox shows because Paradox was quite literally running through the entire lobby. I believe we'll be giving you guys the standings to know where all these teams stand after all this dominating play, all this action packed moments. Paradox standing on top, uncontested, with 197 points, more points than the entire top three combined, bro. Uncontested indeed. Paradox do know their stuff. Over 100 eliminations. Did I read that right? Zeno, am I seeing things? Am I reading this correctly?
100
Is that 134 eliminations?
134 eliminations. And taking a look at the comments, we are seeing a lot of people say no DNA, just RSA coming in from PDX. The second generation will step up by a lot to go take second place with 90 points total. And Crimson Myth will now jump from 6th to 3rd, actually, coming in with a total of 79 points. Then Jogo will be in 4th with 79 points as well. Necro Venoms will drop down to 5th with 77 points. So the distance isn't that different. I can't wait to see what the Group C teams have in store for us tomorrow. PDX were 3 points shy of dropping 200 points in just 6 maps, which is absolutely phenomenal. I think that's the highest we've seen a team pull off in a single day. And they still have one more day of playing to see. So, Zoro, what do you think about Game 6? What do you think about how the final map played out when Denrique got stopped and Berserk Generation were able to take that win?
I think that's the text. I feel like that final game definitely showed us what Berserk Generation is really made of. That final save zone battle, it definitely shows us the amount, just the sheer potential that Berserk Generation possesses that they've not been able to tap into. Trust me, not a lot of squads in the entire continent can't contest or go up against PDX in the final save zone, but they did that. They owned that final save zone battle. So if they can train harder, if they can adapt better, if they can learn more, they can definitely stand toe to toe Paradox esports team in the near future. Trust me, it's not impossible, man. They have the cards for this, man. Crack is quite literally cracked, bro. So yeah, that's pretty much all you're gonna get from me from me today, man. But really amazing show this fairs I've put out for us today. Yeah.
But you know what else you could get? You could get your diamonds at the Shop 2 Game website because that's where Paradox shops. And if you want to play like Paradox, you go shop there too. Maybe you get the order too. But Shop 2 Game does give you a 10% bonus on your diamond purchases, and it is a lot cheaper than buying it from anyone else. So do not do that, as this is Garena's official top-up site. It's Garena's official top-up 24/7. You do that. But this is going to be where Zoro and I will leave you, as it is the end of the knockout stage day 1. It was quite the games, quite the performance. See you tomorrow with the day 2 competition.
Bye bye.
All right. How was it? Come on, glaze me. Good stuff. All right. See you guys again tomorrow.
W production.
Not press it. All right. Same production.
W production. W everybody. I love you so much. Oh my God.
I guess
Zeno,
that
is that
you'll
you?
never know. You'll never know. I guess that you'll never know. You'll never know. I guess that you'll never know. You'll never know. I guess that you'll never know.